Maybe you were right. Maybe you were right. Maybe that game was a bit of a dog. maybe the Browns would have been. Well, I'll see enough Browns. Maybe the game was a little bit of a dog. Happy Friday to you. What is good, y'all? 'Tis your opening drive. I didn't recognize the music. I thought we were still kind of in transition. It's Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, the Golden Hoster, Josh in today on ProView. Merry Friday to you. What's good, y'all?
What it do?
Oh, yeah, buddy. What's good, y'all? Oh, he's busy. He's got the boss back there.
Who would have thought
What's good, y'all?
you'd have people
Clamoring. Oh, yeah, buddy.
clamoring for preseason football after last night?
Yeah, wasn't that preseason football? That was
kind of.
That wasn't preseason football last night. All right, maybe you were there was some validity into what it is you were saying yesterday. Maybe that game wasn't the best ever.
Yeah.
I did call the Packers, did I not?
Mm-hmm. So did I, by the way.
All right. Went on TJ's show yesterday. You know, I was on TJ's show yesterday. I was a guest on the TJ Trout show. He picked the Bears at home. I said I'll take the Packers. I knew you'd do that. All right. Yeah, I'm grumpy.
Concerning start for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, their defense is really, really legit, though. Like really, really legit. This is in my way. I gotta move that. But their offense is concerning. Would you say?
Very concerning. I thought the play calling both ways was very, very questionable. One big play, Valdez-Scantling opened up that game and setting up the Jimmy Graham touchdown. Other than that, no bueno.
Yeah. Yeah, and what about, are you concerned about the Packers?
I'm not concerned about the Packers because you're not going to face many teams with the defense like the Bears.
All right, so what about, was it that the Packers' defense last night, or was that the offense of the
That was
Bears?
both because I thought the play calling, I'll go back to it, where they had 11 carries by running backs. That's it, 11 carries by Bears running backs. I definitely thought there at times they were trying to get a little too cute, even though that's Matt Nagy, open it up. Outside of Allen Robinson, Trubisky could not hit anyone. He wasn't good, so yes, the Packers defense looked better, but Mitchell Trubisky looked like an average quarterback last night, just 3 points at home. And for the Packers, they were trying to do 11 personnel, tight ends, trying to run the football, Aaron Rodgers under center. Nah, you got to have him shotgun spread the field and then get to running the football. And then when they made the big play, it was Aaron Rodgers out of the shotgun, seeing the whole field, seeing the breakdown in coverage and hitting it over the top.
A whole lot of talk about it being because of none of them playing in preseason. They're all saying, no, that had nothing to do with it. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know that we will see. I don't know that we'll ever know why both offenses were out to a slow start. It could be because both defenses were very good. It could be because none of them had game action. We're never going to know that. However, if you played Aaron Rodgers in fantasy football or had Mason Crosby as your kicker or Allen Robinson, then you're off to a slow start, right? Mm-hmm. The whole first week won't be like that, will it?
No, not at all. You're going to have games that are wide open, teams moving downfield because you're not going to see defense like that, and there's going to be better quarterbacks going against lesser defenses this weekend.
I think that's probably right. I think that's probably right. So that's what you got to open the season. 10-7 Green Bay Packers over the Chicago Bears last night here on Thursday Night Football. We'll get back into football for you tomorrow afternoon. College football, LSU and Texas here on the Sports Animal. And then on Sunday, we'll have the Rams and Panthers here at 10:30. Colts and Chargers at 2. Steelers and Patriots are your 5:30 game. Lots to do today. Hope you can play radio with us. Come on in, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Your emails will come in at jeff@610knml.com, JJ at 610knml.com. You'll find us on the Twitter, _JJ Buck, and on the Facebook, the OD in the AM. Guest list today, 9 o'clock. We'll talk a little golf. Nick Nee will be with us. He's got his big junior tournament coming up tomorrow. He's got his Sandia junior PGA golfers up at Las Campanas in the regionals with a chance to go to nationals. We'll talk to Nick, get you a golf tip. 9:30, Jerry Palm from CBS Sports will get you ready for the big week that it will be in college football. And coming off what I thought was a really, really, really good opening week, we should have terrific stuff in week number 2. Cibola over Highland last night on the high school side. You are, what are you guys, 3-0?
3-0, baby.
Look at you. Now all of a sudden you're at Twee.
3-0. Handling the business. Play who's in front of you.
38-12, Cibola over Highland. The Cougars are the first 11-man team. There's a 6-man football team.
Will kick off
The
in
first
40.
11-man team to be 3-0 this season. Cibola, look out.
Good early start. Very good start to the game as well. Seeing the
Oh,
kickoff
some
right out of the
highlights
gate.
on the Pro.
ProView Networks last night.
Gosh.
To the house. 30, 20,
Who's on the call
10,
screaming at me?
5. Touchdown!
Look
Cougars!
at the graphic in the corner.
To Jan Hammer. Oh,
Now leave
wrong
that up
sport.
with the New Mexico Bowl graphic. I like that. Oh, look at that. And then we got highlights. That's the freshman.
Got to be
quarterback,
watching
right?
on ProView right now. Look at that. In the end zone.
Yeah, if you're watching on ProView, Channel 26, or on any of their social media channels, you got the highlights there. So.
It's a great story as well for Highlands. To
Absolutely.
start the season 2-0, there's been so many questions.
Highland singular. Highlands is the college.
Highland,
Yeah, Highlands
the
is high
Highland
school,
Hornets.
Yeah.
To start the season 2-0, there's been so many questions about if they're going to have a football program moving forward, what's going to occur. But for them to start the season that way, that was really great to see.
Yeah. All right. So big win for the Cougars last night, and you get obviously a whole bunch of it tonight on ProView, and get out and watch a little high school football. All right. A lot of stuff in Lobo Land. We're going to get to Antonio Brown. I promise you. We're going to get to the mess that is Antonio Brown. We can't run away from that. Excuse me.
We can try, but he'll catch up.
Well, I don't. All right. We started in NFL. Let's go. I don't know how they go on. There was no way I thought this thing was going to end like this. Right? He got his helmet. He went to work. I heard Keyshawn Johnson yesterday, and I respect Keyshawn, but Keyshawn, who you hear regularly on ESPN, Keyshawn played at USC, had a good career in the NFL. But Keyshawn was Antonio Brown when he was a player. If you recall, Keyshawn was asked to go home for 8 games. It was the last 8 games of the season by Tampa Bay. Here, go. Just go. We'll give you your money. Just scram. Get out of here. Keyshawn was AB. He was a prima donna. He was talented. He was about me. He was a diva. And he said basically, well, then just keep Mike Mayock away from Antonio Brown. The general manager shouldn't be there. If you know it's already volatile, then the GM shouldn't be down there. Almost blaming this whole thing on the general manager doing, well, what general managers do and are supposed to do and be around the team. And while on the surface that sounds so simple, keep the two apart, that's not the answer. The answer is the common denominator here. The answer is the cancer. Ooh. And the answer is Antonio Brown. And I don't know how they continue. If they've got a decision to make in the next couple of days. Because if he's on the roster, he's guaranteed, even if he's suspended, I think he's guaranteed like $14.5 million. They can, from what I understand on the contract, cut him before the season starts. And he doesn't get anything. He may not have been paid a nickel yet. Somebody else will pick him up. Now, will not be for that salary. But somebody else will pick him up. Is it worth it? Because I promise you, if you keep him, it will continue. And what is the message you're sending to your team? Now, the message would be we want to win, and he's a terrific athlete. You're Mike Mayock. You're Mark Davis. You're John Gruden. What do you do?
If you're Mike Mayock, you got to stand with a suspension.
Just a
And-
suspension.
Go from there and see if you want to pursue taking away the guarantees and then releasing him from your football team. You got to definitely hit the topic tree with Antonio Brown. This is all brought in by himself, and we've covered that extensively over the summer. Does he want to be a wide receiver? Does he want to play football anymore? That's a fair question with the way he's acting and everything he has done this summer. And then it's all started at the end of last season when he bounced from the Steelers, didn't practice, and then tried to say, oh, I'm ready for the game. And the pitcher was like, nah, you left. That's the end of that tenure. And for Antonio Brown, he's got to figure out himself what he's doing with his life at this point in time. And then for Mike Mayock, I absolutely understand where he
I
is.
think he's doing a good job.
I wonder what happened. Did he approach Antonio Brown on the practice field? Did Antonio see him? Then that's when the verbal altercation happened. Because if he did that on the practice field, that's just bad
So
business.
you're saying, did he provoke this? Is that what you want to know?
Like, is that where he had the conversation? Because Antonio Brown wouldn't come to his office? and they couldn't figure this out before
I
practice.
haven't heard that.
So I don't know. Or if it was just Antonio Brown saw him and then went off. And then if that is the case, yeah, he's done in Oakland. Even if John Gruden likes him, if John Gruden has played good cop and all this, those bridges are all on fire.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard that at all. I'd like to. I don't want to hear it now. I'm over it. But at some point, I would love to hear his side, him try to explain how he's the victim in all of this. Because you asked yesterday, does he need help? Are we at a point where he needs help? And yeah, it kind of feels that way, right?
Because most situations, you see it. You understand holdouts, what's going on, why a player is doing something.
Right.
There's nothing that Antonio Brown has done during this process that even the most adamant Antonio Brown fan or player over everything can say, oh, I get what he's doing. There's no end game to this.
No, you're right. All right, we're going to get into this more. And what would you do at 246-0610? There's a lot of Raider fans, a lot of you out there. What do you do? Because I think a lot of it's about next year anyway. Going in clean into Vegas. You got a big decision to make, and you got to make it now. We'll get into that. I want to get into the Bob Davies stuff. He was at Lobo meetings yesterday. He was in the facility. His office was not cleaned out, as you may have read. So we're going to get into that as well. Aggies on the road tomorrow. Jerry Palm's going to be with us at 9:30 from CBS Sports. A lot to do today. Come on in at 246-0610. We're on ProView Networks and at 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
Sports Animal Time is now 7:11, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. The roads are looking good right now this morning. No accidents or major delays to speak of. But if you happen to see something, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
On Westwood One Podcast Network.
This is Ian Rappaport from NFL Network. Football is back, and so is my podcast, Rap Sheet and Friends, with my pals Mike Garafolo and Tom Pelissero. Each week, we'll break down the news like true professionals. This was fun, as
Hold
always.
on, sorry, I was trying to talk, but my mic was muted. I have to bring my laptop and my mic and everything on the road with me? Is that what I have to do?
There's no chance I'm bringing the mic. No way.
Well, how are you going to do it?
I don't know. I'll talk.
Rap Sheet and Friends. We'll talk, you listen, wherever you get your podcasts.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Juan Tabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
Richardson & Richardson Construction knows New Mexico, and they understand what it takes to build or renovate commercial and industrial structures. They're also Butler builders, using the industry-leading products and efficiencies of Butler Manufacturing. Look around the state, and you'll see Butler steel buildings we've built at wind farms, manufacturing facilities, municipal facilities, and warehouses. When you're ready to build, call Richardson & Richardson Construction at 881-2268 or visit them online at www.headachefreeconstruction.com.
As you get back into gear for the school year, let Pizza 9 take care of your dinner plans. With Pizza 9's 222 Everyday Special, you can get 2 medium, 2 topping, or specialty pizzas and a 2-liter soda for just $22.99. So you can get double pepperoni for the kids and a tasty deluxe pizza for the adults of the family. Pizza 9's famous deep dish dough is made fresh daily, so it's guaranteed to satisfy the pickiest eater in your family. If deep dish isn't your style, Pizza 9 has a crust for you. Choose from their crispy thin crust, gluten-free crust, stuffed crust, and more. Plus, Pizza 9's got other great menu options like calzones, pizza rolls, hot sandwiches, pasta, salads, wings, and desserts. Stop by the Pizza 9 nearest you or visit pizzanine.com to order online and see their everyday specials. Pizza lovers, lucky you, Pizza 9 is this Friday's sweet deal. Log on to our station website Friday at 9 a.m. and get $50 in Pizza 9 gift certificates for just $25. Treat the whole family to a sweet deal from Pizza 9.
Go to sportsanimалabq.com and click on the Sweet Deals logo. We know you'll be saying sweet. What is all the racket in here?
Hey, it's time for fall cleaning.
Fall cleaning? Is that a thing?
Yes, it coincides with the start of football season.
Ah, yeah, you're talking about the Labor Day event at American Home Furniture Out and Clearance Center, aren't you?
Well, I can't watch my favorite team on this ratty old couch, and during the Labor Day event, there are special purchases and new markdowns store-wide.
Amazing deals on furniture, mattresses, and more.
If only I could find a rug in the right shade of cowboy blue.
You mean Denver orange? Hey, maybe at the back dock.
Right. The back dock at American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center is open every Wednesday through Sunday. Amazing deals.
You know, the thing about American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center is that they have the best prices and the best values in town every day, guaranteed.
What I like is that you can see it, sit on it, buy it, and even get it delivered today. No waiting to see what shows up on your doorstep from one of those out-of-state web places.
Right. Let's go.
To American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche.
Fall is all about color. So is Vigoro Colored Mulch at the Home Depot. Right now at Labor Day savings of 5 bags for just $10. Vigoro is 100% natural shredded wood in 3 beautiful shades. It beautifies your garden while retaining moisture. And at this low price, it also looks great on your budget. Today is the day for doing with Labor Day savings on Vigoro Mulch, 5 bags, just $10. Now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Selection varies by store. Your clients want beautiful floors that stay beautiful. You want clients that stay happy after the job is done. Home Decorators Collection water-resistant 8mm flooring, exclusively from the Home Depot, is a laminate you can stand behind because it stands up to demanding homeowners. They get the beauty they want. You get to give them a quote that will floor them. Home Decorators Collection water-resistant 8mm laminate, just $158 a square foot. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only. See store for details.
The Jim Rome Show.
The sports animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. I have been on that station 25 years. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
Weekdays at 10. The Sports Animal. Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Oh, a little clash for you to go on a Friday morning. Oh. Now that your football season is underway, were you affected in fantasy football yesterday at all? With that 10-7 game? Nothing? Nobody?
I'm good.
I'm good. All right.
It's always the unknown, right? That first week, like, who do I start? Who's going to be?
Yeah,
had a call from a buddy. That was his main thing. He's like, do I start Goff or he might have had Rodgers last night. I'm not exactly sure.
A-Rod last night was a tough start because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Have to. You just draft one quarterback.
Yeah. Well, if you got one, but you would. Nobody would have benched Aaron Rodgers because he's Aaron Rodgers, right?
Oh, with what you invested in him.
Even if you're playing that defense. So yeah, I'm gonna have that every weok. All right, 246-0610-888-9222-0610. We're talking about Antonio Brown. What would you do with AB? You're the Raiders. You got that whole mess going on. You because you got to send a message to your team also. And I don't know what. See, there's two things on the message to your team. One is we want to win. We want the best player. But B, you can't do that. And if he allegedly, Antonio Brown, undressed verbally the general manager in front of the whole team, which is what the report is.
Yeah, that ain't
good. You can't allow that.
No, you can't. I think you just need to have a conversation with him and see
how many times.
Well, I don't know if they've had one yet. You know, Ryan Leaf tweeted this out yesterday, which I agree. I think this is what's going on with him. It says, it just seems like Antonio Brown doesn't want to play football anymore. All evidence points to that. I completely relate to this behavior. I behave the same way, playing the victim, and I never.
Wow.
You know, he never had. He goes on to say that he never had the talent that Antonio Brown has, but he recognizes, and that's what I'm thinking. That's what my point yesterday about, all these things that he's trying to do. I don't know if he really wants. Something's going on with him that he's just not. He's bringing out all these excuses with the helmet, of course, the feet. I mean, that wasn't really an excuse, but it's like we don't know if this guy really wants to continue.
All right,
playing.
so that made my head explode. I'll tell you why. Because there might be a lot of truth to it. Now, you may tell me, Ryan Leaf's got nothing to say, and who's Ryan Leaf, and he should shut up, and that's fine. He's got as much right to tweet as any other guy. He might be right. Like, I never correlated the two as far as behavior patterns. Did you see recently, and I want to say recently within the last 2 months, Real Sports, the Brian Gumbel HBO show, they did a deal on Ryan Leaf. Actually, I watched it with my daughter. Have you seen it?
No.
It's Ryan Leaf, basically, and for those of you who don't remember Ryan Leaf was the quarterback at Washington State, was a tremendous quarterback. And there was real debate. I mean, like real, what do you do debate, like honest to goodness, what are they going to do? Who should be the first pick, Peyton Manning or Ryan Leaf? And the Colts went with Peyton Manning, and the Chargers took Ryan Leaf, and he was the biggest bust in the history of the draft. Ryan Leaf then went on to bounce around the league. He had an 0 for 16 mega interception performance. Screamed at a reporter, blew up with his teammates with the front office. Bounced around the league, became addicted to pain medication. Spent time in prison. I mean, just rock bottom. Ryan Leaf. He's working as a counselor now, I believe in Los Angeles, but he went back home to Idaho. Anyway, the point is there's a lot of similarities, and if anyone would know, it would be him. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you that AB is addicted, although it's the first time it's made me think that. Yeah, it's really similar behavior, don't you think?
Yeah, in just terms of the never on me, not seeing yourself as a part of the problem. And it's bizarre because there's not an end game. He got out of Pittsburgh. He got an extra $20 million tapped onto his deal without added years. He had $30 million guaranteed coming his way. I have no idea what he's doing. What is to gain out of this? Not more money, because you got it.
What point is it on Drew Rosenhaus, his agent, business advisor, to get in his ear and I think the point is past, to be honest with you. Like the agent's job.
I think listening to Drew Rosenhaus last night, he was on NFL Network.
What did he have to say?
He was at the Bears-Packers game. And he's company line defending Antonio Bryant, just saying,
Brown.
Hey, what am I doing this morning?
That's right.
But that conversation has had to have happened.
I would hope it
We
has.
can't sit here and just look at AB and then start saying, well, why haven't they talked to him? This has occurred.
Right.
Like, Drew Rosenhaus has talked to him. That Oakland has reached out to him, and it's whether or not Antonio Brown has responded to any of that.
I mean, at some point it's on him. Well, at some point that point is so beyond past. Mm-hmm. It's on him, but the people around him have to get him through it. And I don't know who besides Drew Rosenhaus is close to Antonio Brown. I have no idea. I would like to believe Drew Rosenhaus is, as his agent and his advisor,
Larry.
But somebody's got to get through to him, or it's going to end poorly. Larry, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline.
Good morning, fellas. Thanks for taking my call. Yesterday morning at the same time, I was listening to Hoser, and as he was speaking, I was sitting there going, "He's nailing it, man."
Hoser.
He was bringing up some really.
Eric.
And the thing is this, and I'm not saying I'm a counselor by any means, guys. But a couple of years ago, we lost Junior Seau. And, I mean, this guy is starting to show some real signs of he needs some help, and I think it's a mental issue. Now, again, I'm not a professional, but we thought it was a money thing. The NFL fans were saying it's a money thing. He was willing to blow up the locker room in Pittsburgh, call out the coach, throw his quarterback under the bus. Last week we heard Roethlisberger say if he could do it over again, would he do it, and would he do it different? And he said, yeah, I would do it totally different because I lost a friendship in it.
Yeah, he opened up, and I thought it was an olive branch, and AB jumped on him.
Yeah, and AB, I think he spoke the word something like, there was never a friendship. It was a means to an end. I mean, he's so, right now, he's overloading his mouth with diarrhea, if you will, and I hope that's not, I hate being that caller that stutters a lot. AB is showing some signs that a sane individual shouldn't be showing. It's not a money issue. He got paid. He doesn't like authority. He's a diva. He doesn't like authority from any matter, from the coach, from the general manager, from a quarterback who possibly might say, hey, could you do this, or maybe some effort here. He doesn't like any type of authority of him, but it's gone beyond that because, like I said, he's overloading his mouth. And I'm afraid to say that, guys, maybe years from now, we might be seeing the same type of actions from him if they don't get him some help. The red flags are there. People need to be saying, you know what, we need to get him some mental health. He could be good for any team, but he just needs to get that under control. He hasn't taken a whole lot of great big shots, but the ones that he has taken, he got his bell rung so bad he was out for the season in the playoffs a couple years ago. So they need to take a look at his brain and say, what's causing this man to think and malfunction the way he is? But anyway, the guy that texted you that said throat punch Jose or whatever, I'm saying throat punch your friend there and tell him to have an open mind. Jose brought some great points to the air yesterday. Anyway, fellas, thanks. Great show.
All right. I got to have Eric hold. We got Eric. I want to hear you. We got to hit this break. We're on it, so stay there. If you got thoughts on this, because that's an insightful call too. 246-0610. Come on in on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Sports.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Smith back to pass, throws over to O'Toole on the slant cut. O'Toole breaks a tackle, 5, touchdown, 26-yard pass.
3 yards to go. The hand up to Joseph, and he's in. Touchdown, Matadors.
Figueroa's got the distance. Yes!
Come on, man. This beat is crazy.
3rd and goal. Benavides rolls. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. They could end the game.
They're going for a pass. They're not going to take any time.
And Harris has some movement if he wants to run. Instead, he's going to fire. Instead, he's going to go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Works on 1st down and 10. A draw play handoff to the outside, and a nice spin move, and look out. Some room down the sideline. Shot out of a cannon all the way. The last. Play action as Petty's looking, and he fires, and he's got Hoffman across midfield, and it's a foot race now. Hoffman's going to race down the sideline, and no one's going to touch him. Touchdown.
And 1. Quarterback. He coughed up the football. It's going to be a scoop and score for Sandia.
Every week, but the kid's got tremendous poise and potential. No doubt. Here to see they try to reverse again. And they do. Garcia's with it. He's got some block down the right side, some room. One man to beat, cuts it back at the 40 to the 45. Oñate, man, fumbled.
Oh, my gosh.
Cougar picks it up and is going to run it in for a score. That's Jerome Benavides with a 50-yard return.
Only second down and 4.
Harris going to fire down the near side, looking for Phillips towards the end zone. Touch.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
So we're talking about Antonio Brown and getting a few levels into this, it sounds like. Ryan Leaf said he recognizes that pattern. Didn't go well for Ryan Leaf, obviously. Eric, thanks for holding. You're on the Quan's Auto Care hotline. How you doing, Eric?
I'm wonderful. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well, thank you.
Hey, okay, so real quick, just to touch on last night's game.
Yeah.
The best part of last night's game was the Brett Favre Saturday Night Live commercial. Guaranteed, hands down.
Oh, I didn't see it.
You didn't? Oh, look it up. It actually, I think it's still on YouTube. Now, the whole AB situation, if you're Mike Mayock, do you bring in guys like Brandon Marshall, Terrell Owens, guys that are ruined their career by being a cancer in the locker room and have jumped from team to team because of the attitudes that they've had, to try and maybe coach this kid along, bring him around, help him out of the mistakes? Because, I mean, Tino is still at, what, 36, 35, still looking
bring him
for
in
a
as
team?
counsel? You bring him in as counsel, or you bring him in as
As a counsel. No, not as a teammate, because that would just add to the fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Bring him in as a counselor, bring him in as someone that will, show up to the practice field, show up, to games, and just whisper in his ear what he's he can help him with his game, but more importantly, what he's doing wrong as a teammate, as an employee of the team.
Eric, it's not a bad idea. I don't know what Antonio Brown's relationship is with any of those. It really is going to depend where AB is and who he's listening to, if anybody. I mean, at some point he's got to listen to somebody, and I don't think it's a bad idea. is he going to listen? And I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I mean, if he can't listen to guys that ruin their career by being that cancer in the locker room, he's not going to listen to anybody. And he's just a narcissistic fool that is, he may be in the same boat as Brandon Marshall, where he has where he's bipolar and has not been diagnosed for it and treated for it. But thanks for listening to me, guys.
All right, man, thank you. Was he in a car wash?
Driving to work.
Possibly.
That's not a bad idea. If there's someone, right, that he would, whether it's like Ryan Leaf or Brandon Marshall or any of those guys, if there's someone he'll listen to. You know, you get to a point at times where you're the smartest guy in the room. In your mind, to JJ's point again, when you've done nothing wrong, when you're always the victim, when it's always somebody else, who is it you're going to listen to? Yeah, but they screwed up because they did this. Oh, yeah, but I don't do that. No, man, I just came. I mean, I did the crowd. My feet were bad, and then they wouldn't let me wear my helmet. And then, I mean, there was a reason I didn't show up. I was in Canada with the team, but I couldn't get to the walkthrough because, give me a good excuse for that one.
Did not.
I was in Winnipeg with the team. I didn't go to the walkthrough. Oh, because I wasn't playing that night anyway, so why be at the walkthrough? Why I got to be there? Why do I got to be there? I wasn't playing anyway. Why do I have to be there for that? I mean, it was stupid for me to even be there. So I was just getting some extra rest and putting some ointment on my feet. And I was in a custom fitting in the Winnipeg factory for getting a helmet. I didn't do anything wrong. Right? Something else. Something else. How presage was this, Ken says. Jeff, OD callers are elite. Who said we'll be hearing these teams aren't sharp because their key players played so little in the preseason? How many times did we hear that during the first game? And getting ready to hear it 50 more times this week. I did hear it a lot. Mm-hmm. He's not lying. I heard it. I don't know if I believe it, but I don't know if I don't.
Everyone's just play these games behind closed doors, though, because no one wants to watch it, but now all of a sudden that's going to change week 1 of the NFL season.
Nobody wants to watch what?
Preseason football. But yet now everyone needs to play in the preseason. We'll see, because if the Rams struggle right out of the gate, so be it. Sean McVay is going to be like, you know what we did last year? It got us to the Super Bowl, so we're fine.
So the talk of knocking preseason down to 2 games, four I think we all agree is too many meaningless games. If there was 2, would you see your Aaron Rodgers? Now, Aaron Rodgers was scheduled to play in Winnipeg, right? He was going to play in that game 3, which is usually the dress rehearsal, 2 weeks back of the opener. And then they had the field issues in Winnipeg, and so he didn't play. That's why Aaron Rodgers and the majority of the Packers didn't play. If you just play 2, it won't be as many. Would you see these guys play a game?
No.
You still won't.
It's how long are they playing? What is that game better if Trubisky has 1 drive in the preseason?
Yeah, probably not. No, your point's right.
They're not playing 2-3 quarters anymore. Like the dress rehearsal game. Like that doesn't exist in the preseason.
Yeah, at least not the Aaron Rodgers. Right.
Lamar Jackson didn't even play in the 3rd preseason game for the Ravens.
It's just going to be how it is.
And the coaches are making these decisions. And they're comfortable with it, and they believe that they're going to be fine. Last night wasn't Mitch Trubisky not playing enough in preseason. That was Packers' defense was better. He wasn't good.
He wasn't good. No, he wasn't good.
Especially that throw right there at the end. That was terrible.
The one inch triple coverage that got intercepted in the end zone to Allen Robinson? Yeah.
That's not preseason. That was just a bad decision by your starting quarterback who all of a sudden has people questioning and wondering, man, what is this team going to do? Are they going to be wasting that defense? Was last year the year? Are these the Jacksonville Jaguars all over again?
Their defense is really good. Mitchell Trubisky is going to have to figure it out. Now, I think he's going to get better.
And he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt because you know who went after Trubisky in that draft? Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. And they traded up for Trubisky. Yeah. There's a lot of pressure on that game.
By the way, was there ever more of a cheer for a first quarter field goal to make
field goal, baby?
Ever for a first quarter field goal to make it 3-0 in the NFL?
Still not a lot of confidence because they went for it on 4th down in the second half. Said what was it, 46-yard field goal?
It was a deep one. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but they wanted more. All right, 246-0610. Come on in. We're on the ProView Networks. Find us there on Comcast Channel 26. Throughout their social media channels on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Of course, you can go to the OD in the AM on Facebook, the OD in the AM. And you can watch the show there as well. When we come back, we'll talk Lobo football. And Bob Davie being back in the facility yesterday. Hey, wherever you go, and we're reminded this all too often, there's danger, potential danger. Places like churches and theaters and events and sporting events, they all need security for people who attend. International Protective Service is a security company providing security officers trained to handle dangerous situations, and they need more help. Right now, IPS is looking for off-duty or retired law enforcement officers to fill in the gaps. They've got immediate openings, and depending on your experience, they're starting new hires at $25 an hour. If you have experience in training your community needs you, call them at 897-2420. 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com. You can have a role in making New Mexico safe and giving people peace of mind. Bad guys are lurking. Be a part of the team that stops them from ruining our favorite public places. Call IPS at 897-2420. 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
Sports Animal Time is now 7:41, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Staples. Well, the roads are still looking great here for a Friday. No major accidents or delays to speak of. But if you happen to see something, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. Staples Print and Marketing Services helps your business turn big ideas into bigger ideas. Now, when you make a print and marketing service purchase, you get 20% off your next order. In-store only. Offer ends November 9th, 2019. Exclusions apply. See staples.com/print20 for details. Staples. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by CDW, making IT solutions work for you. It's IT orchestration by CDW. CDW, people who get it. Last night, 37-year-old Serena Williams moved to within a victory of her 7th U.S. Open crown and a record-tying 24th Grand Slam singles title. Williams rolled Alina Svitolina of Ukraine 3-1 to advance to tomorrow's final against Canadian Bianca Andreescu. Although Williams has now reached the finals in 4 of the 7 majors since her return, she has yet to seal the deal. Tomorrow, I believe she will. Meantime, 33-year-old Rafael Nadal has 2 wins from his 4th U.S. Open and 19th career Grand Slam victory, one behind Roger Federer's record. I can't imagine Nadal losing today's semi to Italy's Matteo Berrettini or Sunday's final to either Bulgaria's Grigor Dimitrov or Russian bad boy Daniil Medvedev. For Serena and Rafa, the U.S. Open is theirs for the taking. I'm Boomer Esiason.
You can get the job done or the job done right with Glassdoor. Glassdoor helps you find the best new hires in half the resumes, and they're 30% more likely to stay with your company longer. Hire better, hire faster. Start your free trial today at glassdoor.com/hire.
School's back in session, which means your ride better be ready. At AutoZone, we've got the free services you need to drive with confidence. Like our AutoZone Rewards program. Right now, you can get a $5 bonus reward if you sign up for the program in-store with a valid email. And you can also get great deals every day on STP oil, starting at just $16.99 for a 5-quart jug of STP conventional motor oil. Visit us at AutoZone.com and start the job fast with free same-day store pickup and free next-day delivery. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Ugh, those nachos were rough on my stomach. When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, try new Pepto-Bismol liquid caps for fast relief and ultra coating. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion. New Pepto-Bismol liquid caps. Use as directed.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Hey, we don't want to offend Eli here, and it's not fair to Eli and everything he's given. You're in this situation because you felt this way. Sports isn't a Hallmark greeting card. You got to be honest here.
Weekdays at 1, The Sports Animal.
You've been hurt at work and you're having a tough time recovering. Did you know medical marijuana might be an option? In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. That's Fogel Law Firm. They'll work with your insurance company to get get you what you're entitled to under the law. Personal injury lawyers don't have expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts for a free consultation at the Fogel Law Firm, 255-9092 or FOGEL-lawfirm.com.
Richardson & Richardson Construction knows New Mexico, and they understand what it takes to build or renovate commercial and industrial structures. They're also Butler builders, using the industry-leading products and efficiencies of Butler Manufacturing. Look around the state and you'll see Butler steel buildings we've built at wind farms, manufacturing facilities, municipal facilities, and warehouses. When you're ready to build, call Richardson & Richardson Construction at 881-2268 or visit them online at www.headachefreeconstruction.com.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper Tires installation.
Last spot, 30.
Tire and Automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. One of the things I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Lomas or Eubank and Manal.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
You might be beating me on this bracket, but in the game of life, Carlisle, I got it all.
The game of life. I've already walked off the field, I've showered, and I'm home in bed.
Weekdays at 3, The Sports Animal. Albuquerque's #1 sports station for 24 years. 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
Bob Davie back in the building yesterday, back in his office, back in the meeting room, will not be in South Bend. JJ had the story. I think you were the first one to say it as we went off the air yesterday morning. The release had just come out. Bob Davie will be active with the team. I'm sure that was a tough decision for Bob, but somebody finally had to just say, hey, you want to go to Notre Dame or you want to be healthy?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it wasn't that easy of a decision even when it was laid out that way for him, right? But by every indication, by everything we think we know, it sounds like the right decision. First and foremost, here more thoughts out to Bob, and glad he's feeling obviously better, right? I mean, you saw the video.
Him when he walks in, his arms are raised in the air. He's excited to see his team. It's got to be a sigh of relief in the sense that he's back. And there's probably a few moments wondering, man, when am I going to be able to walk in that room? When am I going to be able to see those guys?
Ever. Yeah. Yeah, I think all that's right. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, and the Golden Hoser. And Josh is producing over on ProView. I think that's great. And Saga Tuatele is going to be the interim head coach. So he'll make the decisions, things like, do I challenge? Things like, do we go for it on fourth down or do we punt, right? The coordinators will still be calling the offense and the defense. So he'll be, I got to believe, someone involved or at least in the loop on what plays are being called, what schemes, what blitzes, what are we doing, have a say. But those guys are still going to be running the offense and the defense, but somebody's got to be the point person, the go-to, and it'll be Saga Tuatele.
And this is a big weekend for Jordan Peterson. It's going to be really tough. The results probably are not going to look great on the football field, but this is a huge moment for him because, yes, he's a defensive coordinator, but that's Bob Davie's defense. That's his wheelhouse. That's who he is as a coach. That's who he was as a coordinator. So now to just see how Jordan Peterson really steps up as the authority on that side of the football.
How are you going to be able to judge Lobo defense, with that said, going to Notre Dame? It's a big weekend for him, but
I think it's just more the experience being in that role where his call is going to be the final call.
With Bob Davie not looking over his shoulder or not potentially overriding him. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it's going to be a big weekend for them. It's going to be a big week for everybody to see how they handle the adversity and handle the awe, handle the wow, handle the magnitude that is the trip to Notre Dame, right? This isn't Bob Davie's not here and we're going to play Louisiana Monroe or we're going to Liberty.
Yeah.
This is Bob Davie's not here. It's our first run without our head coach. Oh, by the way, there's Touchdown Jesus. Ooh. We're on NBC. We're not on ESPN Plus. We're not on AT&T Sportsnet. We're on NBC.
Anybody who wants to tune in can tune in, pretty much.
Even you with rabbit ears
Oh, yeah.
can tune in.
I'm excited.
It's the home opener for the most storied program in America with gigantic expectations, who, by the way, were in the college football playoff last year, Final Four.
Wow. It's a big mountain.
Or the other way to look at it, it's just another game.
It is.
Or it's just another game.
They put their pants on just like we
Right?
do.
They just put their pants on just one leg at a time, just like me. Hey, it's just another game out there. They're a good football team, but we're a good football team, too.
I forgot that you could do that. Give me some more.
I got it.
Oh, you spit all
Clean
over
up
the
after
place.
that.
Yeah, you gotta
Wipe
clean.
down the monitors.
You gotta clean. That's why I carry my own mic sock. If you notice, this is my own private mic. I don't trust other people doing Lou Holtz on the same mic sock I got to speak into. But I mean, how do you approach it? As much as you because the internal message is going to be it's just another game.
Oh, absolutely, and
but it's not.
You're right, but it's not. It's what the Aggies are dealing with this weekend. It's when we talk to Doug Martin.
They're not even though, are they?
No, but it's the mindset of, and we're not going to go on a tour. Like, we're not taking our team there and go, look, it's Alabama. You want to look at their locker room? Let's go check it out. Like,
Let's look at what they have and you don't.
Yeah, you still have to have some sort of, this is our routine, whether we're at Notre Dame, Alabama, or Colorado State. But in the back of everyone's minds, they know it's different. They know this is a stage that's unique, that is special.
What will be nicer? The visiting locker room at Alabama or the home locker room at New Mexico State?
The visiting locker room.
All right.
Has New Mexico
I don't
State
know.
done anything to their locker recently?
Yeah, they've got a
They get
nice-
upgrades? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
So you would think their home would be at least better.
So there's a name on the visiting locker room at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's named for James M. Fail, but I don't know if it's got a big.
Is there a
makeover.
pun there?
Well,
You're here to fail?
I mean, typically, well, here we go. Here's images for the visiting locker room at Alabama. Yeah, I got to believe that the Aggies locker room is nicer than this.
Yeah, it's just your basic locker room.
Ooh. Yeah, visiting locker rooms are typically not. The one here is not nice at all. It's
Yeah, they're not going to put money into it.
No, the one at New Mexico State is not nice at all.
It's just,
in fact, they got to put out a tent and extend it, and yeah, it's not. I mean, remember when Paul Krebs was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
No, it had to be either last year. It could have been last year. So it was 3 years ago. Complained about the locker room and how bad it was and how it smells. Yeah. Yeah,
But I guess that's what visitor locker room should be like, huh? Like, hey, we're not going to cater to you.
That's right. Who's the one that there was a team that painted it pink, right? Just to give it a nice soft feel. Remember that?
Soft feel.
Yeah, it was like this. They're going to mess with your mind instead of we're going to give you this soft, feminine feel.
There's only one light in there.
Yeah, one little light bulb. As long as it's not a energy.
yeah, you're
saving
lucky
light
to
bulb.
be inside.
Don't have
most
energy
places.
saving light bulbs. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so Bob Davie is not going to South Bend, but he will participate, and he will be part of the team. All right, 2460610 888-922-0610. Come on in, 888-922-0610. Mike says you're right on, Jeff Alou. For all the reasons you mentioned, Louisville football needs Davie, who has played on NBC, coached in South Bend more than ever. Yeah, but he's not going to be there. So, there's also situations where ignorance is bliss, right? We've talked about situations where maybe if you don't know what you're getting into, it's better you don't have all this anxiety built up. I don't know if this is one of those situations or not, but to Mike's point, this is what you're dealing with, so you got to play it that way. There's times where I just don't know what it's going to be like, so I'm not worried about it until I get there, and then I'm in the moment and I'm unprepared. I don't know what's right. Like, Davey will help him prepare. What was Bob going to do when he was there anyway? Honestly, what was on the field in the moment? What was the difference going to be? It's my football team against your football team. It's my Jimmy's against your Joe's. What was he going to do? You can X and O this thing all you want. You can here's the path, and then there's going to be a guy that greets as you come out, and his name's Hector, and he's been there for the last 72 years. And tell him what's up. His wife's name is Matilda, and I mean, what's he going to do? Honestly, and I think he would tell you that. Like, he knows where the locker room is. Has he ever been in the visiting locker room at Notre Dame? I don't know. I wonder if he knows what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Maybe. So that's where you're going, and it's without him. Incredible sentiment sway, by the way, over the last week towards Bob Davie, right?
Yes, and as it should be, because this isn't about football or results. It's about someone's life.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I want to hear your thoughts on Bob Davie and going there. Nick Saban's wife has imposed punishment upon Nick Saban.
Miss Terry?
Is that her name?
Yeah. That's what they call her, I think.
Miss Terry.
That's what I heard.
All right, I'm down. More in AB if you want. Certainly on the Lobos. The 10-7 win for the Packers last night. Nick Nee at 9 o'clock. Jerry Palm due to be with us at 9:30 this morning.
30.
What's that?
Just 3 points for the Bears.
3 points. That was the spread, right? Mm-hmm. So I won that one? Duh, Packers. It's the opening drive.
20.
JJ Buck, the Golden Hoser, and Josh.
15.
He likes to go to the bear trap. On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Perez Collision Center is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks and Albuquerque Boxing. Perez Collision Center offers expert knowledge on any of your auto body and paint needs. Give them a call today, 505-254-4655, or stop by for a visit at 2415 2nd Street Northwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Perez Collision Center.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. service. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or DreamStyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports.
Is 16. Shotgun snap, dropping back, cocking his arm, hit, grab, sacked on the play! Preston Smith, free agent from the Redskins, comes in and brings down Trubisky. The sack is back at the Chicago 5 on downs. The Bears turn it over and Green Bay's gonna win it. 5 sacks. 5 sacks, and the defense of the Packers brilliant tonight.
Kevin Harlan, courtesy of Westwood One. I should come in a little softer. Kevin Harlan, courtesy of Westwood One, here on the Sports Animal yesterday. Bears get beat at home by the Green Bay Packers, 10-7. Exciting, invigorating National Football League is back in your ear. We'll have it all for you all season long on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal, your home for the NFL. You laughed. Wasn't incredibly exciting last night? I was able to pack while it was all going on, get stuff done.
I took a little nap.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
All right. All I kept thinking is, man, Jose was right. Josue was right. This wasn't. I thought the game would be a lot more. I really did. I thought you'd get a little Devontae get loose. I thought that Allen Robinson would get loose. I thought Mitch Trubisky would look better. I was looking forward to seeing Montgomery, the rookie from Iowa State, that plays for the Bears. But it was defense. And bottom line, also, defense is good football too now. Those guys get paid. Good defense is good football too. It's not a lot of high scoring, and it doesn't help your fantasy league unless you have the Bears defense or the Packers defense. All right? 2460610. Hello, Edward.
Defense allowed Thomas Edward Brady to win his 6th championship last February against that high-scoring offense, the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, that and a bad non-call on pass interference, but whatever. You live with it. Indeed.
Is it my understanding that you're going to traverse west to the City of Angels this weekend?
Pasadena.
Ah, very good. I hope you have a great trip. Safe, full of adventure, and whoever you're rooting for. I hope they win. San Diego State, correct?
San Diego State's playing UCLA. Yeah.
Ah, that'll be good. The motivational speeches, we do all put our pants on one leg at a time. But when the Crusher puts his pants on, he's devastatingly handsome, tragically brilliant, and painfully accurate. And he makes Hall of Fame calls. Hey, how about my Green Bay Packer prediction go to the Super Bowl? Not a bad start. They went on the road, probably one of their toughest road game of the year, quite possibly, in the division. So they have a step up.
Yep.
But I will say this. if Rodgers does not get protection and he scrambles around and gets hit 8 to 10 times per game, he won't make it through week 8.
Yeah, but he's not going to play the Bears defense every week. So I think you're absolutely right. But I think that may be the best, certainly one of the best, if not the best defense he'll play this year.
That's right. And then Chicago Bears coach, he's a great young coach. Maybe not be so concerned with bringing in
I'll give you a guess who's on 2.
season, which, by the way, the kicker's taking the heat, but maybe ask your offensive line to block so the kick doesn't get tipped. They're working on the wrong narrative, my friends, and focus more on your offense. I was walking through Costco yesterday, and then I went to Sam's Club because I'm a dual-threat shopper.
Dude, what a day.
Dual threat.
And you go to Walmart, too? I mean... And
then finish off with Dollar General.
Go home and sit in a dark room and cry?
Dual threat shopper, my friends. And you know what's up? Because I was going to put up my New England Patriot tree because Crusher doesn't have a man cave. Crusher has an own individual man house where he enjoys sporting events. And I almost threw up. I might throw it up by Sunday night, my Patriot tree, because it is the holiday season.
Throw up, too.
But as I walk through those aisles, the Christmas stuff is already up at Costco.
Shut up.
It's you want to go validate yourself, my friend.
All right, I'll go today.
Yeah, both at both retailers, Christmas stuff is up.
Wow.
But one game that fascinates me this weekend is the Kansas City Chiefs traveling south and playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I got Jacksonville, by the way. I know everybody's on Kansas City. I think Jacksonville's going to beat them.
I think Jacksonville might actually win that game, and I know the 5-star picks won't be unleashed. Let the season percolate a little bit, get a couple of weeks in.
Indeed.
But I think that's going to be a very interesting game. And I will say this. I do think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to beat the New England Patriots Sunday night. It's not sacrilege, my friends, but I just have a feeling that Roethlisberger is going to throw all over the field and the Patriots are going to come out flat.
Ooh, though I should play Ben instead of Carson Wentz.
Maybe not have their identity yet, but I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But I'm a realist, and I think it's going to be very interesting. But I hope you have a great trip.
Thank you.
I'm off to a good start with my Super Bowl predictions because I am painfully accurate. And I guess Lance will probably call in now and dissect my call. But Lance, just if you're going to share things, just share who's been kind, loving, caring, and sharing with you.
All right.
And be consistent, my friend.
See you, man. Enjoy the weekend.
Have a great weekend.
So, do we just get all the way in one segment?
Might as well.
All right. Oh, wow, that was a quick bat signal. Oh, Lance, how'd you do that so quickly?
Well, at least I don't have to buy my pants in the children's section. He's like 5 foot tall, and he's not as good looking as he says. But anyway, I wanted to talk about your IPS place. I know 2 people now that have done it. Okay, so like a guy that works at the base is gone, and there's some people on the street that are there on the block, and then the next block now. So they all pitch in and pay for one of them to have it. Now, if that guy's cruising by, he's looking for crime at all places. He's not just taking care of one house.
They're terrific.
And so they'd love it. So now they've got a whole neighborhood patrol for their 2 blocks, and for the women that are there alone and stuff too say they feel very comfortable with that. So that's an awesome company. I mean, people, that's a new thing. Pitch in on your block. Pitch in money to buy at least one of your people to have them come out and take care of one house, And by the way, it took 25 years to achieve my level of lowness on the station. I'm the one that people I wanted to hate the most. I've achieved that over time. But now I realize that people hate Edward more than me. I mean, he doesn't even like chili, which is another weapon he has. He lives in New Mexico. Phony Patriot fan. It's getting harder by the day to keep up.
You're right.
I'm jealous. Please tell me you hate me more than Edward.
I hate you more than Edward. You
Thank
feel better?
you. I mean, I could sleep well tonight, and
I'd love to sleep
that's just a problem. I mean,
all right, let's go.
Hey, but this is the thing. You're texting and all this stuff, but now you're on Facebook, and JJ has really bothered me
He's
that
watching.
we want people to start coming in more on Facebook and all this. You're slowly going to fade out the Get Off the Rocks guy, and me, I'm the old-timer Get Out of My Cactus guy. Please don't cut me off of my freedom of animal speech. Please keep us letting calling in.
All right, fair enough. I got to go. Enjoy the weekend. See you, Lance.
Oh, no, he discovered my grand scheme.
What, to cut him off? Are you
To
cutting him
eliminate our radio show from the radio.
Wait, what? We're not going to be on the radio anymore?
I need this job.
Wait a minute.
I just got my daughter a phone. Come on.
Yeah. All right. We got it both out of the way in that segment. They both claim to be the most hated person in the
we still
place.
got time, so we did well.
All right, good. All right, come on in, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. 10-3 last night. Take a look at the schedule this weekend, by the way, because we got a lot of good ones over the weekend. Monday we'll have the Broncos and the Raiders, the Giants and the Cowboys on Sunday. How about them Giants? Oh, wait, that's not how that works.
Darn it.
Yeah, I know. All right, well, how does it go? How about it? What?
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. All right. Good thing we're not wearing jerseys today.
Are you suggesting maybe we should?
No, I'm
on Fridays.
Jersey
Wear
Friday.
your jersey.
Oh, hey,
I don't have any
jerseys. All right, I don't either. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Golden Josh on 95.9 FM and AM670 Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is now 8:10, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has everything your business needs at low prices. Right now at Staples, get $25 off when you buy 2 HP toner cartridges. Offer ends September 7th, 2019. Restrictions apply. See store or staples.com/toner saving for details. Staples. Well, the roads are still looking good right now. No major accidents to report. But if you happen to see an accident, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
The Dan Patrick Show.
You know when I fall in love with you? When you play a big game against a big opponent. When you have some impressive moments. And maybe he turns out to be a wonderful player. And given all this criticism, I hope he does.
Weekdays at 1, the Sports Animal.
Glasheen, Baez, and Inderman Injury Lawyers. When you have one chance to get it right, call the attorneys that deliver proven results. Visit us at gvilaw.com or call right now, 505-243-7200.
What is wealth management? Wealth management is the plan, the path you follow to work toward the financial future you want. There are so many financial tools available: investments, retirement accounts, educational savings plans, and more. Let the wealth management advisors at Kirtland Financial Services help you sort through them all and make decisions for you and your family. Get started today at kirtlandfcu.org/invest. Kirtland Financial Services. Let's make plans. Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or its licensed affiliates. Not credit union guaranteed. Ron Peterson Firearms has been in business for over 50 years, offering one of the largest selections of new and used firearms and modern firearms accessories and ammunition. See for yourself why Ron Peterson Firearms is the most trusted gun shop in New Mexico, located in the historic Nob Hill District on Central, just east of Washington.
Jeff Bosa from Posa's Tamale Factory and Restaurant in Santa Fe, where we make our famous tamales fresh by hand daily. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank some of the restaurants and local businesses in northern New Mexico that have supported my products throughout the past 40 years. Bids Market, El Tauseño Restaurant in Taos, Stop and Eat Drive-In, La Cocina Restaurant, Triple S Grocery, and Center Market in Espanola. If you're having a craving for tamales, don't wait until December. Come on in to Posa's Tamale Factory and Restaurant in Santa Fe. We've got you covered all year round.
Bust out your lederhosen and dirndl. Marblefest is right around the corner. Marblefest is an Oktoberfest celebration that brings German and New Mexican culture together through music, cuisine, and of course, beer. On Saturday, September 21st from 11 a.m. till 2 at Marble Downtown, enjoy a very special VIP session with samples of German-inspired lagers, a commemorative tasting glass, complimentary food pairing, and live music. Then from 2 p.m. till 11 p.m., enjoy delicious German-inspired lagers, live music, awesome food, games, and more. Tickets are just $5 at the door at Marble Downtown. At your local Twin Peaks, we encourage all sports fans to experience the finer things in life. Spend halftime indulging in a classic barrel-aged bourbon poured over a handmade ice ball, or try a classic whiskey cocktail, or even the Tennessee Stud. And don't worry, you can always sit back and chill out with one of our 29-degree draft beers served in a 22-ounce man-sized mug. Pair any of these with a made-from-scratch menu item for a meal worth cheering for. Twin Peaks at Jefferson and I-25. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/score. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend
Last spot, here we go.
on you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right
30 seconds.
actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/score. That's ZipRecruiter.com/score. ZipRecruiter.com/score.
Albuquerque's #1 sports station, broadcasting live from the Gallus Chevrolet Truck Country Studio. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. The Dan Patrick Show, today at 1, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. You ready, Josh?
Did he say always?
I don't know what he said. I think he said, oh.
Impressed with the bear trap.
You go low. You ho.
Yeah.
Is it ho?
It doesn't sound good.
I don't care if it sounds good. It lasts longer.
There you go.
Doesn't feel as good though. Ho doesn't sound good as ho.
Yeah, not as exciting.
Ho. All right. Happy Hoey to you. Ho Friday. Hooey uptown. It's the opening drive. Lancer is the answer, says Bad Street. Send me an email. Jeff at 610. Why are they all looking at us like that? Stigler's out there with Jasmine ready to do their sweet deal, and he just looked in like, what the hell was that? Should have had Jasmine Ho.
I thought you were going to bring him in. I was like, get ready, because we're fixing to rumble.
Jeff at 610KNML.com, JJ at 610KNML.com. Bad Street says Lancer is the OD answer, Jeff. I figured as big as Lance's plot supposedly is, he'd have his own private security, especially for Lancepalooza. He hires IPS. Garcia's concerned about the 21st. Jeff, if New Mexico State can survive these next 2 weeks, they should be a lot further along than Lobo football, where it feels like their season doesn't start until next week. I don't know how much you really got out of playing Sam Houston State. I think you got a little bit out of playing Sam Houston State. I'm going to tell you, Sam Houston State looks a lot more like New Mexico State than Alabama or Notre Dame do, right?
Yes.
What do you?
Season starts for both teams 21st.
Well, no. I think New Mexico State's game against San Diego State's a game. I would pick San Diego State to beat them, but you don't think that's more of a football game than what they're going to have this weekend?
They don't play San Diego State before the Lobos.
New Mexico State certainly does. They
This
play
is the game the 21st?
The Lobo game is the 21st. New Mexico State plays 14th.
Oh, the
at
14th.
home.
I was thinking they're off that week. I apologize. I thought it.
Yeah,
they lined
no,
up.
that's all right.
Yeah.
The Lobos are off this week.
Yes. Yeah, so
the day that the Lobos play Notre Dame, New Mexico
this
State.
absolutely goes back to what you say, Jeff. There's no winning for Lobo football. Everything they do or the way the schedule sets up is always going to be against them when you look at it.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get an idea what New Mexico State is probably next week. I mean, this isn't fair. And let's see what San Diego State looks like this weekend. I think San Diego State's pretty good. I know it didn't look that way last week. And I wonder how much they really showed against Weber State going into the UCLA game. But they get UCLA now.
6 points.
6 points. I know. Look, I get it. They got to score more than that. San Diego State plays UCLA. And then they got, I think it's Utah State on the other side of New Mexico State. I told you back in the summer, it's a perfect trap game for San Diego State. And New Mexico State's home opener, all that stuff. But I think that's going to be more interesting than people may want to think. Jack says brutal, just brutal. Jeff, I thought preseason was over. As far as Lobo football, this is an awkward bye. I think he was talking about last night's game. He says that as far as Lobo football, this is an awkward bye. While you have all these great games this weekend with excited fan bases. They're out of sight, out of mind, and feel more relevant than ever. Jack, initially I told you I think that's right. Considering what's happened, consider it a blessing.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, with everything that's happened with Coach Davey's health, consider it a blessing. If you had to go out and play tomorrow, maybe they would have made a call 2 days earlier on Coach Davey not being with the team this week, and you're on the road to, it wouldn't have been Notre Dame because they had a bye, but wherever you're going. But they're not out of sight, out of mind because there's a story around them. You know what I mean? You've got the health story. Dan says J-Ho, that's you, Hoser, is hot right now. You're hot.
Hey.
Jeffrey and Johnny Buck Jr., his take on AB reminds me of some Lobo fans who are done with Lobo football, as witnessed by all the excuses you hear on this very show. I don't know. I understand the correlation. You want to be done. Your whole thought on Antonio Brown and what they should do with him and bringing up Brian Leaf and how maybe he just doesn't want to play football. I think that's what he's talking about, right?
Yeah, sounds like it. So I don't know if he's referring that the excuses that UNM Lobo fans bring is maybe that they really don't want to go, but we always, you always say, hey, if even though they're not going, but they're complaining, maybe they do care somewhat.
Well, obviously they do. The people, and that was Jeffrey's point the other day. I just, I just don't care. The people who are complaining all the time obviously do care, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They wouldn't give it that much love and thought if they didn't care. I mean, it would really be that simple. If you don't care about something, do you spend that much time calling, writing, thinking, texting, communicating about it?
No, you just move on.
Right? You move on. Move on.
Move on.
I know. You move on. All right, I got something to move on to, and this is something you're going to love. I got pictures of this yesterday. I guess they were in yesterday. Ooh. Your sweet deal today. Have you said hi to Jasmine?
Good morning, Jasmine. How are you?
Good morning.
Did you meet Josh? Did you know you're going to be on TV today as well?
Oh, hello.
There's your camera up there. You see this? There she is, right there. This will be, so you'll do the car wash today, and you'll do all the radio stations?
Yes.
This will be the only show that's simulcast on television.
Oh, wow. That's
we're on the Comcast, Channel 26, ProView Networks, all across their social media. You're worldwide right now, Jasmine.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, everyone.
All right, all y'all get over to Pizza 9 because they are your sweet deal today. $50 gift certificate for just $25. When you go to our website, sportsanimалabq.com, you go there right at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock, click on the sweet deal icon, and you will get $50 of gift certificates for $25 to Pizza 9, voted best pizza delivery in the city 5 years in a row with their famous deep dish dough made fresh daily to ensure great tasting pizza. What's going on over Pizza 9?
So for those of you outside of the New Mexico area, it's green chili season. Oh, yeah, so we have our green chili stuffed crust pizza, and it is absolutely delicious. And so we have it on the menu every day. We also have some great everyday specials. One of the most popular is our 222. So that's 2 medium pizzas, 2 toppings, or a specialty pizza, and a 2-liter soda for just $22.99.
Damn.
Yeah.
How you went $22.99 instead of $22.22? Just curious.
I actually just got that asked outside. I don't know, 99 in marketing wise is always more appealing to the eye. So
yeah, it's $23, but it's not.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like gas. It's always 99. Like, oh, I'm getting it under. It's like, are you really?
And 9/10 of a cent.
Yeah.
I know. All right. How many Pizza 9s we have now? 1 million of them?
So we currently have 18, but we're opening a new one up next month in Alamogordo.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. You got green chili in the crust?
Yes. And on top of the crust.
Game changer.
Really?
Yes.
That is a game changer. All right, Pizza 9. It's Chicago-style pizza. And they say more because it's much more than just pizza. They serve pizza. They got delicious pizza crafted with their dough made fresh daily. They provide their customers with a lot of options. Sandwiches, wings, pasta, soup, salad, and all of that you are able to obtain with these wonderful gift certificates, correct?
Yes.
All right, so something, whatever you're in the mood for, they are there. Pizza 9, enjoy the best tasting pizza you'll ever have. They look forward to seeing you. Again, it is our Sweet deal. It's live on our website. It goes live at 9 o'clock. Again, these go quick, man. These are the ones that just bang, bang, bang. You go 5 minutes later and you're like, what? I thought they're gone. Mm-hmm. They will sell out quickly, so set yourself an alarm. Jazz, great to see you. Enjoy the weekend. Who's your football team?
The Chicago Bears.
Oh, how'd that feel last night?
Well,
I mean, the 3 points is...
yeah.
It's
it kind of works out. I mean, my family's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Work for Chicago Pizza 9.
Right.
So
is that how'd that happen? That's kind of a coincidence, no?
Yeah.
Or was that planned?
You know what? It might have been planned.
Oh, look at you. All right. Well, better luck to the Bears.
Yeah.
Enjoy He's already done. And I got Pizza 9. All right. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Jazz at Pizza 9. Jasmine is in. And again, go to our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Click on the sweet deal icon and wave to the camera. Say bye. You didn't even say bye. There you go. Bye. She's on television, Stig. Take advantage of that. That'll be good for you. Pizza night. Have you seen any pizza? They had it in the afternoon. Somebody sent me a picture of the food they had in the afternoon. Here's a picture of something you're not going to get. Like, really,
Always
woman?
Nice. Always nice.
Do I need to break?
Yes, we do.
All right. I'm going to break, and then we'll go back to the phones. 2460610, Nick Nee at the top of the hour, and Jerry Palm at 9:30 on the opening drive. On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Ho.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Smith back to pass. Throws over to O'Toole on the slant cut. O'Toole breaks a tackle. 5, touchdown. 26-yard pass. 3 yards to go. The handoff to Joseph, and he's in. Touchdown, Matadors.
Figueroa's got the distance. Yes!
Oh, man, this beat is crazy.
3rd and goal. Benavides rolls. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. They could end the game.
They're going for a pass. They're not going to take any time.
And Harris has some movement if he wants to run. Instead, he's going to fire. Instead, he's going to go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Works on 1st down and 10. A draw play handoff to the outside, and a nice spin move, and look out. Some room down the sideline. Shot out of a cannon all the way. The last. Play action as Petty's looking, and he fires, and he's got Hoffman across midfield, and it's a foot race now. Hoffman's going to race down the sideline, and no one's going to touch him. Touchdown!
And 1. Quarterback. He coughed up the football. It's going to be a scoop and score for Sandia. Every week, but the kid's got tremendous poise and potential. No doubt. Here to see they try to reverse again. And they do. Garcia's with it. He's got some block down the right side, some room. One man to beat, cuts it back at the 40 to the 45. Ognate, man, fumbled.
Oh my gosh.
Cougar picks it up and is going to run it in for a score. That's Jerome Benavides with a 50-yard return.
Wow.
Only second down and 4.
Harris going to fire down the near side, looking for Phillips towards the end zone. Touch.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
We smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. See?
Serena's back in the U.S. Open final. 6-3, 6-1, she was a winner over Elena Svitolina of the Ukraine. Now she will get Bianca Andreescu of Canada. You know, she's been to this the final a bunch of times. We expect her to, get her 23rd, and she's lost a bunch of the finals. It's not like she hasn't gotten there. But she's looked really good. Her serve has been terrific in this Open.
And Andreescu, the one that the last final she was in, and it wasn't the major, but she had to retire.
I believe that's right.
I've enjoyed the tennis this week. I
Yeah,
switched over. Was watching that match at halftime last night.
Yeah,
Some good stuff.
I really
like
do
the
too.
primetime tennis. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, it's made in America. It's been really good. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Good day, Rudy. How you living?
Oh, pretty good. You know, it was kind of last minute, but Kenny got invited out to open the new sports bar at Route 66. I don't know if you've been out there and see what they did out there, but it's called the Stadium at Route 66 or something like that, Sports Stadium.
Okay.
A really nice place, and they're opening their sports book. So Kenny came out there. They had him host, and it was a really good time. I posted on your page a woman that showed up with Kenny's jersey. I guess she wanted it at an auction. It was an older woman. She was so excited she kept shaking.
Really?
She was really cute. Yeah, it was amazing to see how many people came up and wanted, an autograph or a picture or whatever. And we had some photographs there with Kenny, so he was signing autographs, and it was just a great night.
That's
and
awesome.
you got to watch pro football.
Yeah, really good pro football.
But I think it's a sign of what needs to happen in this community, and people just need to understand that, these guys never go away. They want to come back, and they want to be remembered. And it was just a really nice night to reminisce about some of the things that happened when Kenny played for UNM, and it was pretty heady times. You go to the NCAA tournament 4 years in a row.
Kenny Thomas, one of the best there's ever been.
Since.
Yeah, Kenny Thomas, one of the best there's ever been in Lobo basketball, period.
Yeah, and you know what? There was a young girl, obviously very disabled, in a wheelchair. Kenny spent probably 15 to 20 minutes with their family, just talking to her, encouraging her. It was really something special. And the guy's a special kind of guy. He really is. He has time for everybody. And he went out of his way last night to make sure that everybody felt that. Talked to all the waitresses, bartenders, took pictures with them. That's the kind of stuff that really can bring a community together.
Nice. That's really cool. That's good to hear.
Yeah, it went so good that keep listening. We're probably going to do it once a month.
All right. Well, and we're trying to love to get something that we talked about here, too. So.
Yeah. Just let me know. Kenny's in town until Monday, so if you got any time, Jeff, just let me know. But the other thing I wanted to say is, I'm keeping Lobo football in my thoughts and prayers, too. This is a huge challenge that just got bigger because I thought one of our ace in the holes was Coach Davies' familiarity with Notre Dame, what happens on game day, all the pomp and circumstance, and unfortunately he won't be there, but I'm sure he'll talk to the team about that. But it was just great to see him back in the practice room, and you can see that the players really like him and respect him and really missed him.
Yeah, I thought that was big for him to be there. I thought it was big, obviously, for the players, but I think probably symbolically as well, what that meant.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. And like his wife said, I got to coach the coach. So she's coaching him up pretty good to make sure that he stays on track with all his new regime that he has to do medically, and I'm looking forward to seeing him back on the sidelines against New Mexico State.
Yeah, nothing guaranteed on that yet, right? I mean, I haven't heard.
No. I'm looking forward. I'm being optimistic, but no, there's no timeline. There's no nothing. It all depends on all the tests and evaluations and things that he's going through right now. And anybody who's ever had a medical incident like that, because I had one a year ago, it takes a while to figure out what happened.
Yeah, it's going to be, just to see him back yesterday was good. All right, man, enjoy the weekend. That's good stuff. See you.
I'll give you a call.
Later. 246-0610. All right, that's not the only wife, by the way, who's stepping in and coaching the coach. Nick Saban's wife has stepped in. I told you this earlier. So in their opener last week against Duke, there was a point in the game where there was an interception in the third quarter, and one of Alabama's coaches celebrated too much and stepped onto the field. And so there was an unsportsmanlike penalty called on the Crimson Tide, on the Crimson Tide, and Saban lost his cool, and he basically berated one of the officials, and it was caught on TV and went off. And so his wife wasn't happy. According to Nick Saban, quote, "Miss Terry made me run on the treadmill for 20 minutes. The leadership group had a meeting, and they wanted to implement disciplinary action, but it kind of got overruled. I'm not proud of it. I really am not. In all honesty, there was somebody in white. It wasn't a player. It was a coach. I thought they were upset because the players were celebrating a good play, and that sort of fueled my reaction. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll learn from it. just like the players learn from their mistakes, end quote. So Miss Terry, as you called her, and you're right, basically punished the coach and said, look, you got to go run 20, which is good punishment for probably Nick Saban anyway, 20 minutes on the treadmill for his unsportsmanlike. Sounds fair.
I'm a little surprised that he was advocating for fun. He's like, let my guys have fun.
Who seems more bitter? Him or Belichick?
Belichick.
All the time. I'm not sure I think that. Two of the most successful men who have ever done what they do. And you don't even know what it looks like when they smile.
I know Bill Belichick enjoys life. I know he can have fun.
Yeah.
But at least Nick Saban is a dude that everyone can have a conversation with.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah. But does it seem like these two guys just don't enjoy their success? Outwardly. And
no, I think
assume they do.
For Nick Saban,
yeah,
it's something that I've seen more and more the last few years from him. Is he's acknowledging the moments and when they're winning. And that moment on Sunday it's Saturday where he's going off saying, hey, let my guys enjoy just scoring a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
All right. Interesting. Yeah, it's good. All right, 246-0610-888-922-0610. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is your local mortgage lender. A home, obviously, one of the biggest financial decisions you ever are going to make. First step to financial independence. It's a long-term commitment, and Kirtland Federal Credit Union is the local lender with knowledge, experience, and heart. You're not going to settle for a home when you shop for a home. Don't settle when you shop for a mortgage either. Kirtland Federal Credit Union knows it's not about the mortgage. It's about making it a home. And at Kirtland, they are New Mexico's premier mortgage lender, offering a wide variety of mortgage programs to fit most needs and at a lower cost. And they are local. Every step of the mortgage process is done right here in Albuquerque, funded in their Albuquerque branch, not out of state. You'll never send a single mortgage payment out of state. And when you make your first payment to Kirtland, you'll make your last one there too. Your loan stays home at Kirtland Federal Credit Union, your local home loan leader. Go take a look and see them. You can visit them on Jefferson and Osuna at their Mortgage Home Loan Center. Call them at 800-880-5328, 1-800-880-5328, or go to kirtlandfcu.org. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they are more than military, they are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
Sports Animal Time is now 8:42, and here's a final look at Friday's commute. This report is sponsored by Great Clips. Well, right now we have a few accidents that are active. We have an accident southbound course just south of Montano Plaza Drive. Slight backups happening there. Accident eastbound Bridge Boulevard near Isleta with delays there as well. And the newest thing right now, we've got a structure fire at the Chevron on Sarah and 528. Watch for delays and emergency vehicles in the area. That just happened a few minutes ago. If you see an accident, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. Look great and save time with a haircut from Great Clips. Download the Great Clips app or go to greatclips.com to check in online ahead of time when you visit one of our 25 Los Lunas, Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Santa Fe area locations. Great Clips, home of the online check-in. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
This is Boomer Science with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Dell Small Business. For advice from a Dell Small Business Technology Advisor, call 877-BY-DELL. Here's my take on the league's 5 key rookie quarterbacks. The Giants' Daniel Jones was, to put it mildly, not a popular first-round draft choice here in New York, folks. However, the Duke product has enjoyed a terrific preseason. Arizona's Kyler Murray has displayed his rocket arm and quick feet and accuracy, but I am skeptical about how he is going to be running a college offense in the NFL. New England's Jarrett Stidham showed in the preseason preseason that he's capable as a backup to Tom Brady. So who says preseason doesn't matter? As a matter of fact, why not ask Mitch Trubisky that question? Washington's Dwayne Haskins has found the NFL game too fast for him at the moment. Until it slows down, he'll hold a clipboard for Case Keenum. Finally, Denver's Drew Lock draws an incomplete for his grade. His sprained right thumb has sidelined him on the injured reserve. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Dell has something extra for small businesses, up to 45% off during their semi-annual sale. It's a perfect time to update to Windows 10 with huge deals on business computers featuring Intel Core processors, plus free shipping on everything. Call Small Business Technology Advisors who can help you achieve your business goals affordably with low monthly payments on the right tech for you. Just call 877-BUY-DELL. That's 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/business deals for semi-annual savings.
Napa know-how. Now at Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card when you buy oil, air, and cabin air filters. Because let's be honest, you probably don't remember the last time you changed them. So buy all 3 filters at your local Napa and get $20 back. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Limit 2 prepaid cards per household while supplies last. Offer ends 10/31/19.
The Jim Rome Show. The sports animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. I have been on that station 25 years. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market. Weekdays at 10. The Sports Animal.
I'm Attorney Kevin Rowe. When you're hurt in a car wreck, time matters. The amount of time it takes you to call for help, the amount of time it takes you to get medical treatment, and the amount of time it takes you to call an attorney can all affect the value of your case. We have a team of professionals and a network of experts who are waiting to begin working on your case the moment you call. The faster you call us, the faster we can get you all the money you deserve. In a wreck, need a check? Call Little Rowe Injury Attorney today at 544-4444. We're available 24/7.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Ugh, those nachos were rough on my stomach.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Try new Pepto-Bismol liquid caps for fast relief and ultra coating.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion.
New Pepto-Bismol liquid caps. Use as directed.
Ron Peterson Firearms has been in business for over 50 years, offering one of the largest selections of new and used firearms and modern firearms accessories and ammunition. See for yourself why Ron Peterson Firearms is the most trusted gun shop in New Mexico, located in the historic Nob Hill District on Central, just east of Washington.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/score. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter. The smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/score. That's ZipRecruiter.com/score. ZipRecruiter.com/score.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, not for sale to minors. Website restricted to adults 21 and over.
Let's be real. Most smokers aren't looking for some overcomplicated vaping machine. That's why we created MyBlue. MyBlue is simple. Our pre-filled liquid pods mean there's no mess. One charge and MyBlue lasts all day. And with our range of flavors and nicotine options, you have a choice. MyBlue answers on what matters for smokers. Real nicotine satisfaction. And right now, try MyBlue for $1 at select retailers or MyBlue.com.
Staples is more than a place you go to make copies.
It's where a conversation with an associate sparked the idea for my business card to double as a coupon. And it's where I go to reach potential customers with custom postcards.
Staples can help make your big ideas bigger ideas. And right now, when you make a select print and marketing services purchase, you receive 20% off your next order. Staples, for your business printing and beyond. In-store only, ends 11/9/19. Exclusions apply. See staples.com/print20 for details.
Fall is all about color. So is Vigoro Colored Mulch at the Home Depot. Right now at Labor Day savings of 5 bags for just $10. Vigoro is 100% natural shredded wood in 3 beautiful shades. It beautifies your garden while retaining moisture. And at this low price, it also looks great on your budget. Today is the day for doing with Labor Day savings on Vigoro mulch, 5 bags, just $10. Now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Selection varies by store.
Dell's semi-annual sale is officially on. You now have the rare chance to get the latest Dell and Alienware computers with Intel Core processors at 17% off. A discount usually reserved just for Dell employees. Shop a wide selection of leading-edge Dell and Alienware monitors and more, all with free shipping. Call 800-BUY-DELL or go to Dell.com/semi-annual sale to enjoy huge limited-time employee savings. That's 800-BUY-DELL.
The Dan Patrick Show.
We're saying there's a chance Tiger is going to be competitive. Well, he competed last year. He won his major this year. Did Father Time actually catch up with Tiger from April at Augusta to now?
Weekdays at 1, the sports animal. Albuquerque's Lobo Station, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Football season, I wore my Ram socks that Mandy over here in promotions gave me. Ram socks. We going to get a little ramming on Monday?
Well, it all depends if they win, right?
If they beat the Panthers of Carolina?
I would say so, yeah.
Storm's going to be gone by then, right? Everything is going to be okay weather-wise?
Yes, it's hitting the Carolinas today.
Yeah.
Made landfall.
It made landfall? Mm-hmm. Man, that storm's been there for like a month. It feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely took its sweet time getting to, and then nobody knew at first it was Florida, and
well, it was going to be Alabama, right? I mean, Alabama was going to get destroyed. That's what the president said.
Yeah.
Why the silence all of a sudden?
What?
The president
I just didn't know where
you
were going.
The map with the Sharpie that extended into Alabama. Yeah. It was awesome.
Oh, I think I saw something in passing. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't stop to look at it, but yeah.
Every once in a while, I just go,
yeah,
all right, I was wrong. Right? Nope. I'm going to double down and triple down. Nope.
I put in the wrong coordinates.
Alabama.
I put in the wrong coordinates in the hurricane machine.
In the hurricane machine, and it came out. I thought it was Alabama, but it was really...
Nuke it!
Yeah. Nuke the hurricane. All right, 246-0610. Come on in and play radio with us, 888-922-0610. I played radio with TJ Trout yesterday. Sid said, sounded good on 770 yesterday, Mr. Symbieta. Next time you do that segment, it should be on the Dukes. Okay. And what they have to do to get this thing turned around. Obviously, when determining on whether to return to the bandwagon next season, Sid is monitoring the developments in Denver closely and the impact that might have here. When do we hear about the status of coaches both at Mr. Buck's gym and here at Albuquerque Sports Stadium? Probably not. Well, if the Rockies are going to make a move, it'll probably be shortly after the season ends, right?
Yes.
I would not expect them to make a move. And I don't think all of a sudden with one bad season, Jeff Bridich doesn't know what he's doing. Do you?
No. But definitely have to be held accountable for the bullpen moves that were bad.
Yeah, they were bad.
Spent a lot of money on a bullpen that's not good, and you're stuck with those contracts for a few years.
So what are you going to do about it?
Brian Shaw is just sitting there eating up money, giving up home runs. Wade Davis lost the closer's role. On top of the young starters struggling. Oh, fun times.
So you can't pitch and in a ballpark where they're giving up 9-10 runs a game. Yeah, and fun. Gopher said, next level hoe, Jeff. You are just a TV hoeing machine. Ooh, that was a next level hoe. He likes that. I'm glad you like that. Doit says, love the 2222 pizza idea, Jeff. By the way, Pizza 9 is your sweet deal coming up in 7 minutes over on our website, sportsanimalabq.com. And they've got the 222 deal, 2 toppings, 2 mediums for $22.29. I said, why not $22.22? Well, I don't know. It says they could have called it the Deuces Wild special. See what he did there? $22.22. Deuce, see what he did? Omar says, were you talking trash about Dallas Cowboys and the Big Stig yesterday, Jeff? Everybody hear me on TJ. I need to find a copy of it and send it to Coach Jones to use as bulletin board material. I'll read the rest of this. He asked me a team that will surprise. I was talking to TJ about football. Mm-hmm. And I said, the team that surprises, I think, will be Jacksonville. And he said, all right, give me a team that'll surprise the other way. Does that sound like TJ? A little bit? All right, what about a team that'll surprise negative? And I said, the Dallas Cowboys. My other team that'll surprise the negative is San Francisco. But like a team that will underachieve.
Yes.
Who do you think? If you, I didn't know he was asking that, so I was on the spot a little bit. So I said Dallas.
Good. Yeah, I think the competition for the wild card in the NFC is going to be very strong. With I think Minnesota is going to have a good season to be in that mix. I think the Falcons, they play 13 of their 16 games inside. Bodes very well for that team.
Ooh, that's why you picked them to win that division. Another team that could underachieve, but I didn't want to do it on his show. Cleveland,
yeah. The hype train.
Why not? You can take it.
I mean, Cleveland.
That's it. Don't come back.
All right, send me out.
Rayman. Grab him. Throw him out.
Can we get him on the phone? Yeah. All right, Omar continues. He says, as far as Davey, that's like changing jockeys right before the call for riders up, the biggest race most of these guys will ever play in. Stick it to a Tele might be okay if you're playing UNLV. If you're playing in front of 80,000 Irish Stadium, what are you going to do? I mean, you don't have a choice, man. Is it ideal? No. Hardly ideal. You don't have a choice. You're not running this guy out there and sacrificing his health because, well, they're playing Notre Dame this week. Well, that's what we got.
30.
You don't have a choice. Omar, you're right, but what can you do? Nick Nee, when we come back, we'll talk a little golf, get you a lesson, because odds are you need one.
20.
I do too. Just need time to play.
Fitting.
Drive a 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Perez Collision Center is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks and Albuquerque Boxing. Perez Collision Center offers expert knowledge on any of your auto body and paint needs. Give them a call today, 505-254-4655, or stop by for a visit at 2415 2nd Street Northwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Perez Collision Center.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 10,000 homeowners improved their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Hey everyone, Adam Deal here with ProView Networks. Extreme Clean is a proud sponsor and supporter of ProView Networks and all high school sports athletics. Owner Mike McLean and Extreme Clean specialize in carpet cleaning for apartment, realty, business, and residential clients. With over 20 years experience, attention to detail and quality customer service matters. For more information, give them a call, 505-221-6440, Extreme Clean.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, #life change will occur.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our students.
Really, really cool prop bets. I get these a lot, but some of these are going to make you go, huh. Get those to you here in a little bit. It's the opening drive. Jeff JJ, the Golden Hoser, and Fuzzy Josh. No, that doesn't work either. I'm working on it. So your she shed's on fire, Josh? Ain't nobody lit your she shed on fire, Cheryl. She shed was struck by lightning.
That's a funny commercial.
It is. Who's on one?
Our good friend Eric.
Really, Eric?
Nick.
Nick?
Nicky.
All right, that's what it was supposed to be. All right, we'll get to that here in a moment. Let's talk some golf. The PGA season's over, but the junior PGA season is not. And this weekend up at the Las Campanas Club, beautiful golf club up there, Jack Nicklaus did the golf courses. Sandia's junior PGA team will be one of 4 teams. The other 3 all from Texas, competing for a spot in the national championships in Scottsdale, which will be coming up next month. Nick Nee is the head PGA professional at Sandia Golf Club, and he joins us this morning. Good morning, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy Friday to everybody.
Happy Friday. Hey, who's your football team?
Are we talking college or professional?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I like it. I am a huge Texas Tech collegiate football team.
Really?
And don't knock me for it or ask any reason why, other than I grew up a diehard Eddie George fan when I was playing youth football, and he was kind of my idol. So I followed him when he went to the Tennessee Titans when they split from Houston, and I've been a Tennessee Titan fan ever since.
I don't know a lot of Titans fans. Do you?
There's about one here.
Yeah. All right.
And you're the one.
All right. Wow. That's not where I had no idea what I expected, but that's certainly not what I expected. All right. You watched the big opener last night? Get football started? It was awesome.
I did. I kind of tuned in. I love the game of football. Growing up youth, my dad coached me and coached a lot of a lot of great kids, and so I love the game of football, and I tune in every chance I get. I don't care if it's small college ball or big NFL ball. I watch anything and everything.
How old were you when your Uncle Danny was playing for New Mexico State?
I think I was
young, right?
2 or 3.
Oh, okay, so you don't remember that at all.
No, he told some great stories where we actually just talked about it the other day because we're actually a little plug here. We're doing a tournament for my dad here on Friday the 13th, and a couple of past players that my dad coached that I played with are coming out, and we joked around about stories that he would tell playing against Nebraska and things of that nature that he would tell us. We'd be in a defensive huddle on the practice field, and he'd say, I got this story, and then the offense would break. He'd say, okay, I'll tell you more in a little bit. Go.
Yeah,
and we'd have to run and line up. But, man, some great stories that he would tell us, and I'm just fortunate that he's my uncle, and I got to kind of learn from him, too.
Yeah, no, I'll bet I've heard some of those stories. And Danny Nee, who is a color commentator for Aggie football and Aggie Vision, I worked with Danny for many years when I was doing play-by-play there, and I'm a big fan of your uncle. Go ahead and plug your tournament, too, in honor of your dad, and let people know what's going on next week.
Yeah, so we have a scholarship in my dad's name that goes to a varsity athlete at La Cueva High School that has overcome adversity, overcome hardship, whatever the case may be. We want to award kind of someone that stuck it out, and just because that's kind of the way my dad was. So we're hosting. Typically, we do just a gathering party with some donations. As of late, the scholarship has kind of turned. Funds hadn't been what they normally are, so we came up with a golf and putt-putt tournament. So we have a golf tournament, we have a 9-hole putt-putt tournament that I'm decking out the putting green and kind of some fun, putt-putt golf course on a regulation putting green at a green grass facility. So we're doing that in conjunction with the golf tournament. We'll have a party that will accept donations, but if anybody wants to join, and we would love for the support, please visit sandiegolf.com/2019 Coach Nee Golf Classic, and then another / at the end. It'll take you right to the registration page. Or we just put it up yesterday on our Facebook page and Instagram, so please visit. You can visit that and also see sponsorship levels that you can donate if you're unable to make it next Friday. But just something to keep the scholarship going. There's a lot of great athletes in the state of New Mexico, and hopefully the idea is that this can grow into something that we can expand it further than La Cueva High School. We can expand it to a grant-based donation for instance, a middle school that needs uniforms. We want to be able to kind of help the community, at least in my dad's name, and keep his honor rolling.
I love that you keep your dad's name alive and his honor alive. And I've never knew your dad, but I've heard unbelievable stories about him. If you got some time, if you got the inclination, it's the first annual Coach Nee Golf and Putt-Putt Tournament. It is next Friday, and so I'm going to assume you probably don't have time for us next Friday now that I think about it, which is fine. But maybe we will be able to touch base with you as you get this thing started. But we want to wish you the best of luck with that. Also, your juniors, they ready to go?
Ready to rock and roll. We did we had a great kind of last practice on Wednesday, and we'll take them up there about 2 o'clock today is when we start our little practice round. We got some young kiddos, but we got some kids that can play some golf, and I'm just excited to see them go compete against 3 other fantastic all-star programs, and just a great experience like we alluded to last week, that these kids just get an opportunity to go play a fantastic place, and Las Campanas is a wonderful host to anything they do up there. So we're just excited to go up there, compete. We're going to have a big team dinner on Saturday night and a big pool party. So aside from the golf, there's other things that they're looking forward to, and we kind of got a good weekend planned for the kiddos, and it's just going to be a great time. We're excited. I think we're ready to rock and roll, and sometimes, I was listening this morning when you guys were talking about UNM going up there without Coach Davies, and sometimes ignorance is bliss, right? So maybe these young kids don't know what they're doing and who they're playing, and they can just go chip and put the lights out and steal some flags.
And we're rooting for you. They are. Sandia is holding the flag for New Mexico. 3 teams from Texas, 1 from New Mexico. The winner will go to the Junior PGA National Championship at Troon, right, in Scottsdale next month. And so we're pulling for you. And this is a big deal. And they get to play Las Campanas, which, by the way, is a gigantic treat.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine? I didn't get to play it until I was 6 years into my PGA membership, and these kids get to play it in their 3rd year of PGA Junior League. Some of them as young as the age of 7. So what a treat, man! We're excited.
That's great. All right, what do you got for a golf tip?
I got just kind of a rotational short game one, just a quick one for everyone. Two things we can do. One, focus on the butt end of the club and making sure that stays basically almost a connection of our sternum as we continue to rotate. If we see the butt end kind of get away from the middle of our body or the sternum, or if it's better to visualize that being connected to your belt loop as you rotate. I know we've talked a lot about it, but if we can make the short game swing a rotary swing, very rotational, not only will our impact improve, but we'll be able to control a lot of the key factors in short game when it comes to spin, distance, and trajectory. So focus on being rotational, focus on keeping the butt end of the club at the middle of our body, belt loop, sternum, buttons on our shirt, zippers on any golf shirt or what have you, and focus on being rotational and hopefully be able to hit shots more consistent and be able to control, again, the three factors, distance, spin, and trajectory.
Well, that's where it's all done. It's all the short game, so listen to that and get it taken care of, but that's really good. All right, 798-3990 is where you can get a hold of the golf shop, make tee times. You can do it online, sandiagolf.com. Download their app. They're online everywhere. What do you got going on out there?
Yeah, we're running in through September, so we'll start tee times here at 7:30 starting the 16th, but twilight will get bumped up here towards the later part of the month at 1 o'clock. Again, juniors play free with the paid adults 16 and under. Come out and see us and enjoy some golf. Beautiful month of September.
All right, good luck up there tomorrow, man. You got a good young team, which is awesome. Have fun with the kids, and best of luck. Good to talk to you.
Thank you so much. Pleasure as always.
See you. He is Nick Nee, the head PGA professional at the Sandia Golf Club. Titan fan. Who knew?
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. You ever played at Las Campanas?
No.
That's a special spot. Beautiful, super private place in Santa Fe. That's a really special place. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Josh on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jerry Palm will be with us at 9:30.
The Jim Rome Show.
The Sports Animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. I have been on that station 25 years. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
Weekdays at 10, The Sports Animal.
You've been hurt at work and you're having a tough time recovering. Did you know medical marijuana might be an option? In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. That's Fogel Law Firm. They'll work with your insurance company to get you what you're entitled to under the law. Personal injury lawyers don't have expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts for a free consultation at the Fogel Law Firm, 255-9092 or FOGELLawfirm.com.
Dear movers and shakers, we know how you roll, and we're with you. On the tarmac or terrain in the 2019 RAV4. In the comfy Highlander with seating for up to 8. In the sharp 2019 Camry with its available cockpit red leather seats. And in the all-new 2020 Corolla, loaded with attitude and the latest tech. We're with you. Let's go, Toyota.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2019 Highlander with $1,667 per $1,000 borrowed. Or get $3,000 cash back on a new Highlander. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Excludes hybrid models. APR and approved credit from Toyota Financial Services. Cashback savings from Toyota Motor Sales USA Inc. Does not include college, guard, or military rebate. Must be part of the transaction. No cash payment will be made to consumer. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offers end September 30th.
Visit Toyota of Santa Fe, Larry H. Miller Toyota Albuquerque, or Larry H. Miller American Toyota. For more information, visit Toyota.com. Toyota.
Things aren't great, and she knows it. But you're not alone. You may be one of the millions of men suffering from low testosterone and/or erectile dysfunction. If you're fatigued, having trouble losing weight, are irritable, or even depressed, or more concerning, having difficulty obtaining or maintaining an erection, we should talk, because there's hope. At New Mel Medical Center, we decided it was time to give men real solutions to their most real problems, centered around face-to-face, confidential, comprehensive, compassionate, and personalized care. With our individually effective ED treatments, cutting-edge testosterone replacement therapies, and our never-ending drive to help men feel like themselves again, we know great mornings are just around the corner.
For great mornings, call New Male Medical at 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688. Or visit them at newmail.com. That's NUMALE.com.
It'd be great if there was a product that protects your home from break-ins, high energy bills, and improves your sleep. Well, there is.
Scott Stigler here. Crime in Albuquerque is a big problem. Let my friend Andy Pomeroy at Windsor Door Sales install rolling shutters, a major obstacle to prevent thieves trying to get into your home. They also block out the hot sun and make the bedroom darker at night, improving your sleep. A win-win-win. Windsor Door Sales, trusted in New Mexico since 1970. Call 345-6604 or go to windsordoorsales.com.
It's trucking time at New Mexico's truck headquarters, Rich Ford. We have a fantastic selection right now of safety-certified used vehicles, all of which come with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first, and they're all safety-certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians. One of the most difficult vehicles to find is a safety-certified used vehicle under $10,000. We say under $10K and you're on your way. Here's Dennis Snyder to tell you about them.
An 07 Kia Rondo for $59.95. We have a 2007 Nissan Versa. It's on sale for $69.95. A 2012 Ford Edge for $89.95. A 14 Scion TC for $99.95. And a Honda Civic, a 2011 for $99.95. It's a sport. And a few dollars more gets you a 16 Smart 4.2 for
Last spot, here we go.
95.
Low prices make for low monthly payments and for easy financing with our banks, credit unions, and Ford Motor Credit. We're Rich Ford. We're 1 mile east of the fairgrounds at the super corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast, rich-ford.com, and we will be open Sunday.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
I wish I was doing nothing and getting paid that kind of money. If it makes you feel any better, you're doing nothing and getting paid. It's just not that kind of money. You keep not trying, and one day maybe you'll get there.
Weekdays at 3, the Sports Animal. The Jim Rome Show. Up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I got a really cool prop bets. And sometimes I get these, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I like almost every one of these because they're thought-provoking. Now, there's some obvious that you've already had the thoughts, and some you're going, oh, that's good. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. You always wonder what I'm going to call you. San Josue, the Golden Hoster, the Golden Hoser, just Josue. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, our producer, Josue.
Producer guy.
Josue, can you see? No, I don't like that one.
Nah.
And then Josh.
That's been done a lot.
I got to find something for Josh. But the thing, we got like...
You don't like the old bear trap?
Well, that's his hang. Like...
What was the name of the guy from Home Improvement?
I don't know.
What was his name?
I don't know. Bob Borland?
Yeah, but what was the character's name?
What was the character's name?
Al?
Yeah, Al Borland.
Yeah.
So you like Al?
Maybe Josh Al? I don't know.
Josh
there you go.
Al.
See, look at him. Yeah. No, that probably
I've
didn't
gone
work.
as Halloween
Have you really?
2 years, yeah.
Do the salute. Look at him. He's got it.
Oh,
He's got it
yeah.
down.
I got it.
I don't think so, Tim.
I don't think so, Tim.
Too bad Jeff's not Tim.
Yeah, all right. You got anything? You'll find something. You're good at the nickname thing. All right, I got prop bets for you. You want to hear some? Obviously, there's 3 Antonio Brown ones off the top. Will Antonio Brown be cut during the regular season? Will Antonio Brown be on a roster in week 1 of next year? And will Antonio Brown play a game for any team in the 2019 season? He will play a game for somebody.
He will play a game, and he'll be on a roster next year.
Will he be cut during this season? I think this season is now already started. Mm-hmm. So I would go yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah. Okay. You know where the social media buzz is going? That dude's going to end up
Patriots
in New England.
Yeah.
Destroy the world.
Will it be a trade, or are they just going to cut him and they're going to claim him for nothing? Because they're not going to trade. They're not paying him that. They're not paying for that.
No. And that's what's going to happen this weekend is they're going to work out. All right, first step, do we want AB here? If not, we cut him. No guaranteed money. Here is why and the reasons that they're not coming back to get that money.
So AB and Josh Gordon and Julian Edelman. That's some weapons for Tommy now, right?
Yes, it is.
I mean, that's some weapons for Tommy. And does AB go there and just accept it and shut up and play his role? If that plays out?
With Antonio Brown, you can't say yes to that.
And
he is crazy.
And the Patriots have shown they're not going to put up with crap, so they take a chance at minimum money. they don't have a problem getting rid of somebody.
No, he didn't do this stuff at Pittsburgh, did he?
That's how he got run out of there at the end.
At
Yeah,
the
remember the
end?
social
Okay,
media
all right.
thing?
Oh,
He
that's
was
right, in the
live
locker room.
tweeting when Tomlin was giving his post-game talk, and then he didn't play the last game. And he
all
did.
right, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, miscellaneous prop bets. Which week, not will, but which week will Rob Gronkowski play for the Patriots? Weeks 9 through 12, 5-2. Playoffs 3-1. Weeks 13 through 17, 3-1. Weeks 5 through 8, 4-1. Weeks 1 through 4, 5-1. Note, if he doesn't return, graded as no action. It's a given, right? He's coming back. So when do you think? I'm saying weeks 13
I don't
to
think
17.
he's coming back.
You don't?
Nah.
I'd go 9-12.
Here's how this is going to play out. And it's going to be good social. I said this on TJ's show yesterday. There's going to be really good social media video of like Tom Brady going over to his place and like painting his toes or something, right? Tommy making dinner for Gronk or
painting his toes.
Yeah, or Tommy painting
Ricky.
Gronk's toes or something like that. Like polished. Yeah. You look at me like I'm nuts. Like that's so out. No way. I mean, yeah. It's
Are we
crazy.
talking about Gronk? Or
Yeah, I see Tommy
Painting
going over
Gronk's.
and painting Gronk's toes or making him. It's just something crazy to get Gronk to come back. You think I'm? No way. No way.
I can see the video. You really caught me off guard with the whole toe
with the
painting.
painting his toes.
Toe
What
painting.
color? What color would the polish be?
Silver.
Silver. All right. Will the Bears replace Eddie Pinheiro at any point during the regular season? That's their kicker. It's a good one too, right?
No.
No? All right. Sorry. I kind of thought it was.
The answer to the prop bet was no.
Oh, the answer is no. All right. Will Melvin Gordon be traded? Yes.
No.
No. I think yes. Will Carly Lloyd try out for an NFL team this year? I say no. Will
Lenny Lenwin
retire after the 2019 season?
No.
I say no. Will Ben Roethlisberger retire?
No.
Drew Brees?
No.
Eli?
I don't think he's going to retire.
All right.
I think that would be a quarterback we see final year or two in a different helmet.
First quarterback to be benched. Eli's the odds-on favorite at 2-1. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Case Keenum, Jameis Winston, Jacoby Brissett, Jimmy Garoppolo, Marcus Mariota, Derek Carr, Joe Flacco.
I don't think there's any value on that Brissett bet.
All right, so don't bet it.
Yeah.
Eli, Fitz, Case Keenum, Jameis. Those are your top four.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, all right. You're going 3-1. All right. Which Texas-based quarterback will win more games? Patrick Mahomes 3-2. Drew Brees 2-1. Baker Mayfield 3-1. Nick Foles 4-1. Matt Stafford 5-1. Mahomes.
Mahomes.
All right. Lenny, good morning.
Morning. Well, I'm going to go on that bet. I'm going to go Drew Brees.
All right.
I'm going to go with the Saints going 13-3, Chiefs 12-4.
Ooh. All right.
But I'm going to go with this. I'm still going to go with the Chargers when they get Derwin James back for the play and going to the Super Bowl against the Saints.
All right.
And if Brees does win the Super Bowl, he will retire.
I think if he wins, he'll retire too.
There's no other reason to say. Now, the first quarterback to be pulled has to be Fitzpatrick, because the Dolphins have to find out what they have in Rosen before they spend another number one pick next year on a quarterback when they may have their starter right now on their team and start building around them next year.
I think that's probably right too. All right.
I mean, their line's not going to get any better. It's the worst in the NFL. So Rosen's going to get beaten up, but you have to throw him to the Wolves and see what he can do.
Okay.
Otherwise, what'd you trade for him if you don't want to see what he has?
Totally agree with that. Totally agree with that.
So, and then last night's game was very good because I didn't take my sleeping pill because of the game.
I did. I did.
That was probably the worst opening game I've ever seen.
I don't know, man. There's probably been worse, but it wasn't all that offensively stimulating.
Oh, Trubisky! I mean, his MVPRs went up through the roof.
Yes, he did. His odds went up. Yes.
I mean, when
were there even
the
odds on
excitement
him?
of the game
Where
is
were you
them-
finding
is them
odds on?
kicking a field goal?
Where the hell were you finding odds on Mitch Trubisky for MVP?
Everywhere.
They were out there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, it was out there. Some people had him like second or third choice.
Mitch Trubisky.
Yes, seriously. And some of the polls I saw a second, I'm like, in what league?
XFL. All right, cool. I missed that one.
I mean, I don't know. That was horrendous.
All right, fine.
So we'll just see what goes on. And then Antonio Brown, he's going to get suspended this week, so the guaranteed money for the season goes away. And then they can bring him back if they want, but he has no guarantees the rest of the season for his money. He can still make up the $16 million, but they can cut him at any point and not get anything back. But I'll agree, if they cut him, he'll end up in New England. He'll be quiet and chase the ring. But, you know, when Drew Rosenhaus goes on and goes, so he really wants to play, wants this? No, Drew, you want to just make sure you get your commission on that $30 million.
Yeah, that's right. Do you blame him?
No, I don't blame him. But you should have been talking to your client from the start going, dude, what the hell are you doing?
I'm sure he was, dude. I'll bet he was. I'll bet there was some of that, or at least recently there's been.
Yeah, but then when you looked at the comment he made, he goes, oh, he gets along great with Gruden. They ask what about Mayock. He goes, you know, and then he gives just a fluff answer on that. But
right.
he did it to himself. I've never seen somebody step on his foot so many times and doesn't get it.
No argument.
Because if he loses that $30 million, he's not recouping that money.
This is true. All this is true. All right, I got to go. I got a guest, so we got to get on the line. Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk with Jerry Palm. A pretty good weekend staring at us in college football, so we'll get into that. When we return, CBS Sports, Jerry Palm. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Smith back to pass. Throws over to O'Toole on the slant cut. O'Toole breaks a tackle. 5, touchdown. 26-yard pass. 3 yards to go. The handoff to Joseph, and he's in. Touchdown, Matadors.
Figueroa's got the distance. Yes!
Oh man, this beat is crazy.
3rd and goal. Benavides rolls. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. They get in the game.
They're going for a pass. They're not going to take any time.
And Harris has some movement if he wants to run. Instead, he's going to fire. Instead, he's going to go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Works on 1st down and 10. A draw play handoff to the outside, and a nice spin move, and look out. Some room down the sideline. Shot out of a cannon all the way. The last. Play action as Petty's looking, and he fires, and he's got Hoffman across midfield, and it's a foot race now. Hoffman's going to race down the sideline, and no one's going to touch him. Touchdown!
And 1.
Quarterback. He coughed up the football. It's going to be a scoop and score for Sandia.
Every week, but the kid's got tremendous poise and potential, no doubt. Here to see they try to reverse again. And they do. Garcia's with it. He's got some block down the right side, some room. One man to beat, cuts it back at the 40 to the 45. And Oñate, man, fumbled.
Oh my gosh.
Cougar picks it up and is going to run it in for a score. That's Jerome Benavides with a 50-yard return.
Wow.
Friday, game night. Jerry Palm's going to be with us right now. I know normally that's a Thursday thing for you, but you still get tomorrow off. Football will be here tonight. Boise State and Marshall on the Blue up in Idaho. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, and the Golden Hoser. We'll get back to your phones coming up in a little bit. I thought a really, really good, certainly if you're the Mountain West Conference, first week of college football. Terrific games on slate for this coming week. We touch base with the guru over at CBSSports.com. I don't know, guru doesn't seem enough. Poobah? I don't know. What do you don't self-gloss, but what do people call you over there? Jerry Palm's with us. How are you?
What do people? At work? Oh, they call me nicer things. I thought you were talking about my Twitter feed.
No, I see your Twitter feed every now and then.
Yeah,
I like you too much to call you those things.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
You over the Purdue loss yet?
Well, yeah. I mean, they deserved it. I mean, and Nevada deserved the win. I mean, it would have been wrong for that 56-yard field goal to, miss and end up sending the game into overtime. The Purdue got stupid with a 17-point lead. The quarterback made bad decisions, and Nevada made some great plays too. So I don't want to make it sound like it's all Purdue screwed it up, but certainly Purdue gave Nevada a lot of opportunities, and Nevada did a great job taking advantage of it. It was a big win, I think, for Nevada, really.
I think it was a big win for Nevada, big win for the league. Rocky Long said at San Diego State's press conference the other day, he says, stop talking about this league not winning anything. They beat Missouri, the SEC, and they beat a true road game. Boise State wins at ACC, Florida State. Home games, Hawaii beat Arizona, and then what's the one I'm not? Nevada beat Arizona.
Because it was the week before, but still the first game. Hawaii beating Arizona. Yeah, it was. I even wrote about that. I mean, in the poll column this week, that it was, the Mountain West had a fantastic opening to this season.
And Utah State damn near won at Wake Forest.
Yeah. I actually, of all of those games, the one I was most confident
was Utah State.
Was the Utah State win. I thought Utah State could get them. I don't think I picked it. I don't remember that I picked that game at all. But that was the one I'm looking at and thinking, I could see that one. I could see Utah State going in there and getting it. But then the other four, I mean, Purdue just, kind of crapped it away. Missouri defense was terrible against Wyoming, especially the second quarter. Boise made a great comeback against Florida State down there in Tallahassee. Was that game sold out? Because I wonder what the ticket situation was like for that game. I mean, not that, you're still playing on the road, even in Jacksonville, but...
Well, I just think the whole logistics of getting that game moved in 2.5 days. They'd sold out Jacksonville. I'm sure there were a lot of tickets bought in Jacksonville. I thought just to get that many people in the building, with a storm coming, was fairly impressive.
Was good, and then Hawaii stopping Khalil Tate at the 1-yard line. And I mean, it was the Mountain West, and at Fresno. I thought they acquitted themselves reasonably well at USC. I like them this week against Minnesota.
Me too.
By the way, I think Fresno can win that game.
Me too. Jerry Palm's with us from CBSSports.com.
Oh, Jerry, the highlight, the big one everyone was looking at last weekend, Oregon-Auburn. What'd you think of that ending?
Well, I think great, win for Auburn. Great comeback at the end. I think that was the only lead they had the whole game, right?
Yeah, last 9 seconds.
Get that touchdown to win the game. For their freshman quarterback, I mean, that's a huge confidence builder. We talked about this last week. That was the 6th toughest game on Auburn's schedule this year. Number 11 Oregon on a neutral field. So, Auburn's got a lot of work to do this season if they're going to have a great year. They're going to have to beat some really good teams in some tough environments, but that's a confidence builder for that team this season. And obviously for Oregon, you regret letting that one get away.
Jerry, who's the most disappointed team coming out of week one? Is it Tennessee? What happened at home? Because that was unbelievable. Is it Ole Miss getting beat by Memphis? Is it? I mean, of all of them, and there were a number of Group of 5 schools that won, but Georgia State was a 2-win team last year going into Tennessee.
Yeah, I would have to say that's the one that really stands out. I mean, I think everybody who loses is disappointed, right?
Sure.
I could vouch for Purdue fans being disappointed, but that Tennessee thing, my goodness, to just get beat. You know, I mean, this wasn't a fluke. Georgia State just beat them at their building, and that's a team. You know, I heard from a lot of Tennessee fans when I did my preseason bowl projections and did not include them because I had them at 5-7. I wasn't, you know, necessarily. The Tennessee's going to have to show me a little bit, and I'm not saying that I vindicated it anyway because that's one game, right? So a lot can happen still, but that's a team that returned 19 starters, and the expectations were we're not going to lose to the Georgia States of the world, and now we're going to get a BYU team that's pretty good, into their place, and Tennessee's going to have to play a lot better than they played against Georgia State if they want to beat BYU.
Jerry Palm's with us for a few more minutes from CBSSports.com.
Well, Jerry, last year we saw a close one in Week 2, A&M Clemson. Now it's officially the Trevor Lawrence show. What do you see this weekend?
I think a pretty competitive game. I think I saw like a 2.5 touchdown line on that game, and I just think that A&M's going to put up more of a fight than that. I think this is the toughest game, by the way, on Clemson's schedule this season. No doubt in my mind. This is their toughest game until they get to the college football playoff. It's Texas A&M coming in with a lot of confidence. One of their linemen said this week that the upset's coming. You know, they're ready. They're not afraid of Clemson in any way, shape, or form, nor should they be after nearly beating them at home last year. So, yeah, it's I think Clemson still wins, but I'm not sure that it's going to be a real comfortable win.
And an interesting matchup just because they're playing again. Nebraska, Colorado. What is Nebraska year 2 under Scott Frost?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of hype around it. A lot of people, remember year 2 at UCF was 12-0 after being 0-12, when he took over 2 years before. So, there's a lot of hype around that, and Nebraska certainly I'd expect to be improved. I don't know that they were all that great against South Alabama last week, but again, you don't want to overreact to 1 week. But I think it's an interesting game because Colorado's a team I don't know that we've got entirely figured out yet. They've got a terrific receiver whose name I can't pronounce, but a guy who's an All-American level receiver that Nebraska's going to have their hands full with. I think Nebraska's a 3-point favorite. I think they'll probably win, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't.
Jerry, we talked about the Mountain West week. You looked at Fresno this week. I like Fresno as well. San Diego State at UCLA, and I think UCLA is a 7.5 point favorite. And I think that's simply because San Diego State was so uninspiring in a 6-0 win over Weber State. Chip Kelly's team went to Cincinnati, got beat, and didn't look particularly good. It's going to be a hot 91-degree 1 o'clock kickoff time. And San Diego State's beaten some Pac-12 teams and won games on the road.
Yeah, I think the final in Cincinnati wasn't it like 24-14?
Yeah.
The game wasn't as close as that score would indicate. Yeah, Cincinnati really dominated most of that game. Made a couple mistakes that gave UCLA opportunities, but it was really UCLA wasn't scoring without Cincinnati's help for the most part. And you might see another 6-0 game because I don't know that UCLA. I'm not going to be surprised if UCLA loses to just about anybody on their schedule. They could win. They could beat San Diego State. I think a 7-point line for UCLA over anybody seems kind of high right now. But like you said, San Diego State wasn't all that impressive either.
Who's the best team in the Pac-12? Is it Utah?
I picked Washington to win the league. It could be Utah. I think it's one of those two. I think Oregon is going to be really competitive as well. I just think the schedule advantage goes.
Is 55.5 points enough to take New Mexico State at Alabama this weekend?
No.
See,
what was it? It is 55.5, right?
55.5. Now, JJ just looked up some numbers, right? You looked at what Alabama's done over the last few years in games like this, and it's usually, like 50-7 kind of stuff? Yeah. It's usually in the 45 range.
Here's the thing. that's an incredibly difficult line to cover, and I don't care who you're playing. That's just a difficult line to cover. I kind of stay away from games. I mean, I'm forced to pick some. I was forced to pick that one. But those are really hard lines to cover. I would not even bet a game that was like 35 points or more.
Who forced you to pick it?
I have to. I do my best bets column,
Yeah.
and any of the teams that I consider playoff contenders that I don't put among my best bets, I still have to pick the game.
So
and then,
you took
and we
Alabama
also
in the
do expert
55
picks for everybody in the top 25, even if they're playing FCS schools.
And you took.
We have to bet those games or pick those games.
So you took Alabama on the 55.5.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep. But I'm probably going to regret that. It's just a really difficult line to cover.
Well, Jerry, we get a true road game this Saturday, LSU at Texas.
Yeah. I think LSU's favored in that game. I'm not so sure about that. I think it's a couple of evenly matched teams. Texas is at home. I usually take the home team in those situations, and I think Texas. But I think it's going to be. I think it may end up being a lower scoring game than people are probably thinking. I guess I don't know what people are thinking, but you're talking about LSU's improved offense, Sam. Earlier you're at Texas, and a lot of talk is about the offenses, and I think the defenses might have their way a little bit, and we see a lower scoring game, maybe in the low 20s or the high teens.
All right.
That game, but I like Texas.
Last, I want to ask you about a game that's going to have a little bit of local interest here. Both teams coming off of shutouts last week. Syracuse won 28-0 at Liberty. Mike Loxley in his debut at Maryland put a 79-0 beating on some guy named Howard. Yeah. I don't know how good either one of these teams are coming off of that. 79-0's a lot to nothing, but this game actually has a little bit of intrigue to me.
It does kind of, but I think Syracuse is a good team. I think I picked them second or third in the division. I like the way things are progressing under Dino Babers up there. Loxley walked into, kind of a hot mess, really. I don't think that shows up in a game against Howard. Clearly it didn't. I think it shows up in a game like this. I like Syracuse to win, and I think win pretty comfortably. I think Maryland is in for generally a long season.
What do you think of Hugh Freeze's act coaching from the bed?
Yeah, forget it. Not if I was in charge. But, I'm not in charge.
Oh, we're on the same page. All right.
And Bob Beebe, by the way, I heard that, he had a medical issue down there, and he's doing okay for not going to Notre Dame. Is that correct?
He is not. Saga Tuatele will be. Now Bob was in the facility yesterday, so he was out of the hospital in the facility. He will be involved, but will not make the trip.
Yeah, I hope so, because that's obviously very unfortunate, and especially unfortunate he can't make this particular trip.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was really looking forward to going back to Notre Dame, but just glad he's doing all right.
Yep, you just got to take care of your health. All right, enjoy the weekend. We'll do it on Thursday next week and moving forward.
All right.
Thanks, Jerry. He's Jerry Palm, CBSSports.com. Still getting over the Purdue loss last week. His Boilermakers.
Is that why he needed an extra day?
I think so, yeah. He needed to recover from that loss in Reno. Hey, fellas, if you could feel better when you do it, of course you would. Why would you not? You can, and you should, just by calling NuMale. NuMale's helping guys all over the country. Guys lacking energy, dealing with hair loss, low T, erectile dysfunction, all things that are natural when men reach a certain age. Nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, fellas, the only thing to be ashamed of is if you don't do anything about it. Call NuMale, 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, and you'll feel better. NuMale offers cutting-edge programs, the latest treatments which have benefited guys everywhere. Guys maybe like you who are done dealing with fatigue, done feeling a lack of energy, and erectile dysfunction. 505-652-1688. NuMale's right here in Albuquerque. They've got a tremendous success rate. If you are suffering from erectile dysfunction, depression, tired of being tired, and just flat out want to feel better, NuMale's for you. Call NuMale at 505-652-1688. 652-1688 and feel better.
Pizza in the break room. Pizza. This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. As it has for a full century now, the start of every new NFL season brings its own set of fresh pressures. Now here in New York, the major storyline involves the great Eli Manning and how the 38-year-old two-time Super Bowl MVP will wind down his storied career. Big Blue is in a rebuild and didn't draft Daniel Jones out of Duke at number 6 overall just to sit him. There's no question that he's going to play at some point, so the question is, how long can Eli Manning stave off the inevitable? Certainly a strong performance in Dallas on Sunday is essential for the 16-year pro who is famously impervious to pressure. pressure. We've seen that so many times before. On the other end of the experience spectrum happens to be Arizona rookie Kyler Murray. He's got to be feeling the pressure of being the overall number one pick for sure. Or maybe he's too young to even realize, well, he's being thrown to the lions. I'm sure Matt Patricia and his defense will have some things that Kyler Murray has never seen before. More in the next hour on Boomer Esiason.
CBS Sports Radio. O'Reilly.
Protect your engine with 5 parts of Castrol Edge full synthetic motor oil and a Wix filter for just $33.99. Plus, get a $15 gift card after mail-in rebate. You can also earn bonus O Rewards points on Castrol Edge motor oil products right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Start Saturday strong with Big News Saturday on Fox.
Dives! Touchdown!
The Big House will bring the noise as Michigan battles Army. Shea Patterson leads Harbaugh's loaded Wolverine arsenal.
Touchdown, Wolverine!
Against the Black Knights' daunting ground and pound attack. It all starts with the Big Noon Kickoff pregame show at 11 Eastern. And then it's Army, Michigan. All part of Big News Saturday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
You might be beating me on this bracket, but in the game of life, Carlisle, I got it all. Dude.
Game of life.
I've already walked off the field, I've showered, and I'm home in bed.
Weekdays at 3, the Sports Animal.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper Tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. And one of the things I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Loma, so Eubank and Manal.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. We see it every day. People hurt in car wrecks being misled by the insurance companies in order to minimize the amount of money they have to pay. When the insurance company tells you you don't need an attorney, that's when you know you need an attorney. Want a fair settlement? Don't attempt to deal with the insurance company on your own. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and keep you out of the courtroom.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Lowe's helps pros like you get the job done right by having more of the supplies you use most in stock every day. Like treated lumber, fencing, and decking in the quantities you need for any size job. And we help you save with deals like $20 off a Metabo HPT 3.5-inch gauge 21-degree pneumatic framing nailer, now just $179. Order ahead at LowesForPros.com and have your order delivered or pick up in store. Our dedicated pro loaders will load you up and get you back to the job site where you're needed most. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 9/8, U.S. only.
Fall is all about color. So is Vigoro Colored Mulch at the Home Depot. Right now at Labor Day savings of 5 bags for just $10. Vigoro is 100% natural shredded wood.
Last spot.
It beautifies your garden while retaining moisture. And at this low price, it also looks great on your budget. Today is the day for doing with Labor Day savings on Vigoro Mulch, 5 bags, just $10. Now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Selection varies by store.
The Jim Rome Show.
The Sports Animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. I have been on that station 25 years. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
Weekdays at 10, the Sports Animal. Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, you asked earlier how the Antonio Brown thing went down, right? You wanted to know, did Mayock initiate it? Did the general manager come out and instigate it? Which is a fair question. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, and Josue, and Josh. According to Josina Anderson of ESPN, it was Antonio Brown who initiated the discussion with Mike Mayock midway through the practice on Wednesday, which ended up with the confrontation where the language was used by Brown and sparked the team's current impasse now. She's citing a team source. So she says that a Raiders source confirmed that Brown was unhappy with the fine levied by the team. And seeing Mayock And it's not uncommon. In fact, it's common for the general manager to watch practice. So the receiver walked over to the GM and initiated an exchange with Mayock. And according to the source, Brown called Mayock a cracker and unleashed a barrage. This is I'm reading from the story now. Unleashed a barrage of cuss words during the altercation. Come on, man.
It's got to be done. If it's Brown going out of his way to do that, to initiate that confrontation, he can't play Monday, and they really have to take a step back and question his future with that team.
The story continues. It said Mayock tried to keep his cool. Mayock was like, "I'm cool. I understand your displeasure," and he sort of was just walked away because he saw it escalate. So I'm going to tell you, if this is correct, Mayock handled it fairly well. According to the source, the confrontation escalated quickly, but it never appeared to get physical, and players, including Vontaze Burfict, attempted to separate Brown from the situation in order to calm it down. And that's where we are. I can't agree with you more. If that's how this went down, I don't know how you don't suspend that player. And I'm going to tell you lean towards cutting him. Right?
Yeah. And then get rid of that contract. You don't have to pay him that guaranteed money. What a bizarre situation. We knew Antonio Brown was crazy just with his attitude and the way he acts, but this one I'm so lost. Like, what is the end game? Does he just not want to do it anymore? Is he not okay? Just so wild, this situation.
Well, to your point, and really more Hoser's point, reading the Ryan Leaf quote earlier, does he want to play football? You can't look, if you're upset with the GM because he fined you, which, by the way, the fines were. Has anybody told you yet that the fines were unjustifiable?
No.
One of them, and I don't know how you explain, there was a $13,000 plus fine for missing the walkthrough in Canada. You're on the team plane, you're in the team hotel. How do you miss that? What are you doing? And the answer always is a bizarre one. And I'm going back to where Hoser went earlier with the Ryan Leaf stuff, and it sounds horribly like really bad situations, right? Where you hear later where the player was, pick your problem. And I'm not, I don't want to insinuate that there's an addiction, that there's an abuse, but something's going on, man. With this particular player, you asked yesterday, does he need help? I don't know. It appears that way, doesn't it? Wouldn't it appear that he needs some sort of help? But you don't just sacrifice your career. Do you think he just thought the money was guaranteed and he can do anything he wants and say anything he wants?
Definitely
because he wants his money.
Absolutely. There's an element to that because seeing it laid out, what happened, he got more money pushing his way out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
There was no repercussions.
He's not getting more pushing his way out of here.
He's not. And that's what I'm saying. This can't be about more money because he just got more money and he didn't have to agree to more years on his contract. I don't know what I don't see another side.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see where Antonio Brown benefits from any of this, what he gets out of any of this.
Yeah, normally, to your point, you can see a strategy. Why is a player doing this? What's in it for him? This feels like a guy who's just off the rails. And you've seen the clips of Hard Knocks, right? I mean, it's all about him. Everything's about him, from the balloon to the feet to the helmet to everything's about him, and he's always, 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 always the victim. I don't get it, man. But yeah, so that's kind of the latest that's just come out on this. This came down about a half hour ago, 45 minutes ago. That's Josina Anderson's report on what happened, what the incident was. Because I thought your question earlier was fair. And I hadn't necessarily thought of it in those terms, but who initiated?
Like it wasn't an excuse for anything. Antonio Brown did. Just how did it get to that point? Like, was he just trying to have a conversation with him and then it blew up? But this is even worse now that you know Antonio Brown saw Mayock and then
got off the
Said,
practice
let me
field.
tell you what.
And then, I mean, you can't, like, is that okay? I don't know what's acceptable anymore, but it seems, cracker? Does that offend you? I don't know that it offends me, but I it's certainly racial.
it just makes Antonio Brown look worse and worse.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I go back to the interview that he had in the offseason where he was like, I really don't need to play football. He was talking about he had what
That's
he
a
needs.
good point, too.
So.
But he doesn't now. Like, he doesn't. If he'd have made it through this week, he'd have it. And he's not cut yet, right? But, JJ, to the point, if he made it through this week, he'd have got us $30 million from what I'm hearing on the contracts. The bonus money and all that. He hasn't made it through this week yet. And, I mean, we're watching a guy just take a torch to $30 million. Honestly, like he might as well ignite $30 million and his career and his reputation. Because I absolutely 1,000% believe that somebody else will take a chance on Antonio Brown. I am really starting to get to the point where I believe that he will be cut by the time Sunday comes around. I think the only thing keeping him there is John Gruden. Gruden seems to really like him. And I think the owner...
What does John do now? I mean, what does he try to do?
What's he going to do? I mean, so now you've got an impasse where you've got a general manager of a team who was verbally abused in front of everybody, called a cracker, called all kinds of names, evidently, in front of everybody. You can't let that go unregarded, right? Because that just sends a message. And if you're the head coach, you can't support a player doing that to your boss or the guy who's running the team, right? You may make more than your boss, but he's still your boss. And at some point, Mark Davis has to step in, doesn't he?
Woo-wee, here we go, baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you to Jerry Palm and Nick Nee. They were with us today.
Sweet, I get to keep the trophy.
Yeah.
I made it.
Well, we're not done yet.
Oh.
Jim Rome Show is next. The Dan Patrick Show follows that. The Sports Bar at 3. Football weekend here on the Sports Animal. Enjoy it. We'll be back with more award-winning radio for you on ProView Networks and on
30
radio on Monday. Go out and be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. Have a great weekend, boys. See you.
You too, man.
Smith back to pass. Throws over to O'Toole on the slant. Got. O'Toole breaks a tackle. 5, touchdown. 26-yard pass.
3 yards to go. The handoff to Joseph, and he's in. Touchdown, Matadors.
Figueroa's got the distance. Yes!
Oh man, this beat is crazy.
3rd and goal. Benavides rolls. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. They get in the game.
They're going for a pass. They're not going to take any time.
And Harris has some movement if he wants to run. Instead, he's going to fire. Instead, he's going to go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Works on 1st down and 10. A draw play handoff to the outside, and a nice spin move and look out. Some room down the sideline. Shot out of a cannon all the way. The last. Play action as Petty's looking, and he fires, and he's got Hoffman across midfield, and it's a foot race now. Hoffman's going to race down the sideline, and no one's going to touch him. Touchdown.
And 1. Quarterback. He coughed up the football. It's going to be a scoop and score for Sandia.
Every week, but the kid's got tremendous poise and potential.
No doubt.
Hate to see they try to reverse again. And they do. Garcia's with it. He's got some block down the right side, some room. One man to beat, cuts it back at the 40 to the 45. And the Oñate man fumbled.
Oh my gosh.
Cougar picks it up and is going to run it in for a score. That's Jerome Benavides with a 50-yard return.
Wow. Only 2nd down and 4.
Harris gonna fire down the near side, looking for Phillips towards the end zone. Touch.
Smith back to pass. Throws over to O'Toole on the slant. Got. O'Toole breaks a tackle. 5, touchdown. 26-yard pass.
3 yards to go. The handoff to Joseph, and he's in. Touchdown, Matadors.
Figueroa's got the distance. Yes!
Oh man, this beat is crazy.
3rd and goal. Benavides rolls. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. They get in the game.
They're going for a pass. They're not going to take any time.
And Harris has some movement if he wants to run. Instead, he's going to fire. Instead, he's going to go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Works on 1st down and 10. A draw play handoff to the outside, and a nice spin move and look out. Some room down the sideline. Shot out of a cannon all the way. The last. Play action as Petty's looking, and he fires, and he's got Hoffman across midfield, and it's a foot race now. Hoffman's going to race down the sideline, and no one's going to touch him.